Hello?
Well,
Hello.
Hello.
I was about to say howdy.
What?
Wrong game.
Wrong game.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Claire comes out of nowhere with a punch.
Claire's the BBEG of Lorelwind.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
Perfect.
From 120 feet away, you hear the sound of a gun firing.
Oh,
You are dead. Is it 240?
480.
sorry.
Hang on,
I
sorry.
love it.
Did not
It's like
just
ridiculous, actually. Yeah.
Sharpshooter, y'all.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Jeez
this
Louise.
is back game.
Sharpshooter, and then doesn't Willow have the super distant Eldritch Blast?
No, she can do a couple short
okay.
distance or a couple distance spells, but not very many.
Oh, I was thinking for some reason that you had the
No, I didn't grab that
Yeah.
invocation.
Yeah.
I opted for all the pushing away stuff.
sorry, I didn't do any
Just
micro
bad touch.
adjustments to things before we started, and then I had like a work thing that messaged me right as we hit the go live
Ooh.
button. So
real life stops for no woman.
all right, hello friends, and welcome to Gut Punch RP, a tabletop role-playing game stream channel focused on inclusivity in gaming spaces as well as charity. You can type !donate into the chat, and that'll take you to a link to our ongoing Tiltify event. We're raising money for I Need Diverse Gaming. You can type !charity to find out more about this organization. Each month we give away lovely dice sets to random donors, so you should donate each month if you want a chance to win some cool dice sets. Just so you know, because we are a charity stream, we use the money that comes in from bits and subs to go back into the channel, so we use it to buy the prizes that we give away as well as make improvements and whatnot. Additionally, we are sponsored by Tabletop Loot. You can type !Tabletop Loot into the chat, and you can use the code GutPunchRP at checkout to get yourself a tasty 15% off your purchase. Additionally, we are sponsored by a Midwest gaming store that is totally awesome, Dungeons Gate. You can check out all of their social media, their Facebook page, their Instagram. You can use the code GutPunchRP at checkout to get yourself a 10% off from your shopping cart. That excludes the sale items. They're super dope and awesome, and they've given us a lot of prizes to give away. And tonight, we will be giving away another one of these little dragon eyes, little spoopy eye looking at you. Little dice bag. So if you would like a chance to win this, then hang out at the break. We'll give away, we'll do a code, and you can have a chance to enter. Just have to hang out and like enter the code and all that fuss. And also, by the way, Lil Fuzz, hi, thank you for the t-shirt that you can't like that way.
Yay! There it is.
It's got
Really
like
good.
a cool owl on the back, so thank you.
Love it.
It's very cool. Very cool. If you'd like to support us in other ways that don't require you sending money to us or any charity, that's cool. Just do things like be here and love us and never leave us, and also interact with us on the social medias. And apparently I'm an old lady who just likes to put the in front of everything. So, follow us on the Twitter and the Instagram and the Facebook and the YouTube. And if you're joining us for the first time, hey, we put all of our older content on YouTube, so you could binge watch that. You could spend the time that we are on our hiatus getting caught up on all the different shows that we have. Speaking of our other shows, on alternating Thursdays, we play a Western-themed campaign that is run by our own amazing, elegant Feather Duster. That was last week, so that one will be again on what day?
December 30th?
The 30th of December.
30th of December, we will come back from our hiatus. I'm doing a roundabout way to say we are taking the holidays off, so this will be our last Laurelwind until January. On Friday, we will be playing Darkness Rising. You should come back for that because that's an amazing show that's run by our very own Princess Lady Bro. So we will come back to that one as well in January. So we're just taking some time to rest up, to work on our stories. Also, like, we've got a bunch of travel and like cons and shit during the month of December. I have to go out to like places for work and stuff too. Anywho, if you have joined us for the first time tonight, welcome. This is our ongoing Homebrew 5th edition campaign, Lorelwind. It's kind of spooky, kind of traumatic, you know, kind of sexy. I don't know, kind of like there's some, sure.
I guess Bjorn slept with someone.
I feel like, I mean, there's sexy villains and there's
True.
Sexy characters and like
Big woman's still here. Yeah.
There's lots of big women because I run it, and therefore there's lots of big women. Yes, we play this every Monday, and I think that's all of the things that I need to say. Is that all the things I need to say?
Seems good to me.
Neat. Shall we do a recap then?
Regale us.
Let's.
Let me pull up my recap. All right. Previously, try that again with a little bit more success. Previously on Lorelwind, our group faced off against some zombies, in which most of them went down easily. However, there were a couple of them that flung some worms about. Very tasty worms. Oh,
I gotta buy some worms on a string, man.
I need to, I can't remember what I titled the episode on YouTube, but it's not released yet. So I need to go back and rename it to something about worms. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so those wormy zombie motherfuckers got knocked down, but guess what? They got back up again because they needed to be killed with some fire or radiant damage in order to, keep them from popping back up. Bjorn got infected after a worm slithered underneath his skin, burrowed inside him, infesting him. And with Hazel's knowledge, Sullen was able to heal Bjorn, remove the disease curse thingy worm grossness. And then the crew went back to their watch. On their watch, Sheer and Annabelle talked about home and a bounty potentially being placed on the party and how Sheer is now guilty by association. Scotty and Hazel discussed how Port Vermeer shouldn't have been attacked, and that the veil must be thinned, and that's what must have made it possible. Scotty revealed the party is trying to stop the cultists of Shar at the keep and finds a surprising ally in Hazel and by association Blaze, who has also been sent on a similar quest by our very own blue-haired Feyman Vafir. And Hazel also gives Scotty a little bit of a never change, but also like, you're too trusting and you probably shouldn't be just like telling every person who kind of sort of helps you about what you're up to. Bjorn and Sullen during their watch discuss siblings. Bjorn reveals that the person Natasha had been scrying on for him was Saga, his oldest sister, that he thought was dead. The two end up seeing a shooting star, and Sullen makes a wish and that they both get their siblings back. The next morning, Sullen finds an unworked wish stone in his bedroll, something that shouldn't have appeared on the material plane and should have been in the Feywild. Hazel shows the party her spellbook, bound in tasty human flesh, written all in primordial. and has a tattoo on the inside back cover that has on almost a triangular pattern the eyes of Saloon, the black and gold circular symbol of Shar, and a black barn owl. Bjorn had decided to contact Vafir to see if we can get the party could get some help. Sheer warns about making deals with the Fae. Vafir informs the party that the veil grows weaker between the different planes, and he also admits to hedging his bet when it comes to the party and also contacting other folks in order to make sure that Shar doesn't come back, because that's probably not a good thing. Vafir freely shares details about the keep and what he knows of Osmadius, but for help to speed things along, he would need something from the party. When Bjorn questions why the party needs to make a bargain to get help, Vafir looks to Annabelle and Sullen and says he is unsure where the party stands, that people in desperation often make deals that they come to regret. Vafir then points out that he has already helped the party freely before, and despite ordeals and costs, and while he enjoys the material plane and would like to see it continue existing, he can survive without it. Vafir declines to offer the offer from Bjorn and offers from Bjorn and Sullens because they weren't bartering with something that had true value to themselves. Scotty then stops Annabelle from making an offer and offers up some of her magic. Vafir takes the deal and says the deal is done, snaps his fingers, and disappears. The party then continues on with their voyage for the day, and as their day comes to a close and sun begins to set, they find themselves in front of a lively tavern in the middle of a giant toadstool. Sorry, I got a message about reminder of the change to the Worms title, so that made me laugh. Anywho, you see almost the real, like, turn to life, your size version of what you assume a Smurf house is in front of you. But more tavern size and more grandiose.
Are there any individuals coming or going?
No, but you can see in the windows that there are, like, you can see that there is a bar inside. You can see what looks like just kind of the top of a head of hair that's like in a ponytail, and it's kind of like a high ponytail, and it's bouncing around, but you just see the little bit of the top and the window that you can see, and like you can kind of see some tables and maybe some people inside, and there's a bar. And make me a perception check. Anybody who's looking.
Let's see.
Natural 1.
Oh, I also got a natural 1.
8.
Natural 20.
Doing great.
Nice.
Also,
Strong
a natural
start.
20.
Hey!
Oh, eagle eyes.
Well, Sullen and Bjorn are on the same horse, so clearly we're just...
Annabelle and Scotty, you see some horns poking out from behind the bar. You see horns.
Well, worth stopping?
I feel like Bafir's hand.
It sure seems like it to
Yeah.
me.
He said that we'd have a safe place to stay the night, so
Certainly looks safer than outside with the zombies.
yeah.
I'd say no to a decent beer and a place to sleep.
See if we can get the horses somewhere to.
We are all seeing that it's a giant toadstool, right? Like, this is not a normal thing.
No,
Nope,
but
not
at
at
this point, we've seen so much. The toadstool
cool.
is like, all right.
Definitely
neat.
weird, though.
Yeah. Weird. Cool.
Hmm. But also hungry. I could eat too.
Do you think they'll have food?
Probably.
Well, I hope so.
You think it's like a portobello mushroom burger kind of situation, you know?
Only one way to find out. And Annabella's going to go up to the door and go on inside.
All right. So as you open the door, you see from kind of like across the bar, this woman who looks, she has very ruddy cheeks, and Annabella, you're probably like 4 inches taller than her. And she has her hair pulled up into like a ponytail, but it's on the like the top. Like it's like an 80s high ponytail. And she's got these like wisps kind of from like as she's been working and running around. Her hair is like kind of like started to fall out, and she's got a little bit of a sweat on her brow, and she looks at you and she has these her hair is an auburn color, and her eyes are like a very like the gray of the sky right before it snows is the color of her eyes. And she looks at you and she's like, oh, hey, just find a seat wherever you like, and I'll be over with you in just you there, sit down. Do not get up on the table like this. And she's pointing over, and you see these like itty bitty, like little pixies, like climbing up onto a table and like about to start fighting. She's like, I told you to stop that. If you do not come down and get down right now, I am going to smite your ass. But like, no, just have a seat anywhere. It'll be fine. I'll come get you in just a second.
So, that sounds good. We'll stay off the tables.
Please do. I do not. Brucey, I swear to God, if you do not get your cousin out of here right now, I am going to. And she just like, and then you hear like from behind the bar this like rough, like gravelly voice that's all Fayetta, I don't need you to yell at me again. Like, I have it under control. I will take care of Bartholomew. He's fine. And like, then you see like coming, like jumping up to the bar, you see a man who has this like almost like mutton chops, full hair, and then has the ears of a goat and horns of a goat and goat-like eyes, and yet the body of a man who just like pops up above the bar, and you recognize that those were the horns that you were seeing. And as you're looking into the bar, you notice that the color is very bright in here, as if the saturation has been turned way up. And then as you're looking through, you see all manner of creature that some you recognize, some you think you recognize only from storybooks and weird tales from your childhood. And there's just, it is as if it's everything you would imagine a Fae tavern to be.
Boisterous place.
Yeah. Come on. Kind of like go on over to a table.
Yeah, sort of edging around, like get to the table in the corner, like.
Yeah.
Do you think Vafia sent us here? This seems too exciting a place for Vafia to like. I feel like he's, the white wine and the table service kind of situation.
Well, given that we met him in a pub in the first place.
Yeah.
Maybe I pegged him wrong.
And also, like, kind of doing something to throw us off, too. Seems very like him.
Yes.
And, This is unexpected to say the least.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had some particular reason for picking this place, or maybe it was just convenient.
Yeah.
Or a distraction.
Maybe.
We can hope it's kind, and if it's a distraction from something, maybe we'll just keep an eye on the outdoors, to the windows.
Caution as always, but it seems, I don't know, friendly enough.
Mm-hmm.
That
Does
vibe
anyone
share.
want anything? Or I suppose she might come over.
Yeah, she said she'd be right with us. So
All right. I guess we sit down.
All right. As a couple of seconds pass, this tiny woman comes over to your table, and as she's gotten closer, you can see that her skin, while it is kind of beige, that as it gets to her hairline, there's almost like a rose quartz, or not rose quartz, but a rose gold quality to it, and a shimmery pattern, and that her ears are stick out quite a bit from the side of her head and go to a point. And if you have ever seen that horrible Tom Cruise movie Legend, think
I love Legend.
have you tried
Okay,
to
Legend
go
is a
back
bad
and
movie.
watch
It's a
it
bad
as
movie.
an adult? 'Cause-
Yes, I watched it within the last year.
Last week, every week.
Awful, but that dress.
yeah, oh yeah. Lily's dress at the end. The black one. Anyway, yes, no, yes. So the so the kind of like the fairy, how she has that like glitter kind of around the edge, that's a very similar quality to what you see with her. And she's, so my name's Fayetta, and I'll be taking your order, but before we get that get to that, what is your destination?
I'm sorry, how do you mean?
Well, everybody here is traveling, and so I want to make sure that I get you to your proper destination.
Oh, like, are you transportation, or are you the transportation? Because we have horses, we're on horseback.
Oh, bless your heart. Okay, so I guess no one has explained it to you, but
It's our first time here. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I should have asked that first. Is this your first?
No, thank you.
Is this your first time traveling with the Toadstool Tavern?
It absolutely is, if you don't mind.
Okay. So yes. So we have a limited range that we can go, that we can take people, and we are, I believe, yes, we are on the material plane right now. So we can take you a certain distance in any of the cardinal directions. But if you have a particular landmark that you are trying to get to, that will help us. I just want to make sure that we stop at the correct location and that we don't overshoot you by, years.
Is it helpful if we just show you on a map?
That would be wonderful if you have one.
Bjorn will take out his map, kind of roll it out, and point at the location that we're headed towards.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it's not marked as far as I know, but it's, I should say.
She looks at, oh, it's like, okay, so you're just staying for the night then, right? Oh, and she looks around the table and it's like, you're Scotty, right? And points to you, Scotty.
Yes?
Vafir told us all about it. Okay. We've got you set up in the executive suite, if that's okay. So it's just 2 rooms, but they're very large, and we have plenty of beds and places for you for your entire group to stay.
Thank you.
And he's covered everything. So just let us know what you like, and I'd be happy to serve you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. If you don't mind, it's overnight and we wake up in our destination or near it.
Yes.
Oh, well, fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, you don't need to thank me. But you're welcome.
Out,
I do appreciate the politeness.
Of course.
out of curiosity, what did he mean by miss it by years?
Oh, see, if you ended up staying too long, depending on where you were trying to go, because we're a transplanar, traveling, what's the common term for it? What is that? It's the okay, seriously, I'm trying to think of what it is, and I'm like trying
Teleportation.
to. No, I was thinking of
Service agency.
Agency is the word. It was yes, we're a transplanar travel agency, and so so if we didn't like get you off at the appropriate destination in the material plane, our next stop is actually in the plane of fire, and so there like we could end up like by the time we get back to the material plane, it could 100 years could have passed. So we want to make sure that you get off at the appropriate time and place.
Yeah.
We very much appreciate that.
Follows to that. How do people normally engage your services without a mafia?
You know, that's way over my pay grade. So, could I put your order in?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Do you have any specialties that you serve here?
Our specialty is whatever you want.
I'd be happy to take a mead if you have one.
Absolutely. What will the rest of you have? Do you want anything to eat with that?
A dinner would be wonderful.
What would you like?
Well, I don't know. What's your favorite?
What would somebody else like?
Well, is there any way that you could get peach pastries, like a turnover?
Absolutely. And then you see that a peach pastry turnover appears in front of you. Is that all, or would you like something else?
Oh,
I mean, starting with dessert, I'm not going to judge you. But if you're going to eat that, you should probably eat that quickly before the pixies know that you've got sweets, because they'll probably
can
swarm.
I have 2 apple ones, and I'll also have a mead, and I will also absolutely love any portobello kind of, like pasta sort of situation. That would be great. Is that all? I think that's all. That's all I'll eat. Thank you.
And after, she just snaps, and all of that appears. A delicious mushroom gnocchi. With just a hint of truffle.
Stop doing this to me.
You make me hungry.
I know. It's perfect. Thank you so much.
And
I push the pastries into the middle of the table. They're for everyone. Hurry up.
Definitely take one of the apple ones. Yes.
Scotty grabs one of the peach ones.
And it's real food.
Scotty's eating it.
It
Sure.
smells good.
Yeah.
All right. How about roast chicken?
An entire roast chicken is there.
And maybe a side of bread? I don't know. Is there a limit to what we can order?
Absolutely not.
Well, if Alfier's paying for it, then he kind of looks around the table.
Well, to be fair, Scotty's paying for it.
Awkward moment.
Yeah. She's enjoying pastry.
Rum for me, I guess, and
An entire bottle.
oh wow.
It's really
I
good
guess-
rum too.
Does this? Can we take this with us? Like if there's
Oh no, you can't take it with
Oh.
you.
You start now,
I
you'll finish it
definitely-
before we have to go.
pour some into a glass.
I
That's a
definitely
lot
don't
for-
recommend it.
Does it not exist outside of this space? Is that the issue?
Oh, it does. It just decays.
Even like alcohol?
Yeah,
Like immediately?
immediately.
Huh.
All right.
Yeah, you all right? I don't think I've ever seen you eat anything.
Oh, we can take care of you. She says as she looks at you in a knowing manner.
Still very suspicious of this food situation.
A
But I'll be
glass,
like,
a glass appears in front of you.
pick it up and sniff it. Does it seem normal? Is this like
The thick liquid inside it has a bit of a coppery scent to it.
What is visible to everyone here?
Yeah, can we see it?
You see a gold goblet that has some liquid in it, but it's not a translucent goblet. So
That's fancy.
I mean, still just like eyes narrowed and very suspicious of this whole food situation. I would take a sip.
it is a very warm liquid that you recognize as satiating a need for you.
Thank you. Continue to drink it.
Scotty's gonna like stealth steal a bite of Solon's sandwich and then order the same thing and more pastries and meat.
Pasta. Do you want a fork? You don't have to pick it up with your hands.
Nope, I got this.
Okay.
This is next challenge.
Don't touch other people's food.
No, you're welcome to. It's fine. We can share if you want. He like pushes the plate into the middle so that you can have as much as you want.
He orders the same thing and then like just like right in the middle too. So.
Yeah. We're both eating out of both dishes.
Blaze eyes Bjorn's chicken and was like, I want 2. And an entire loaf of bread. I want some hard cheese.
Maybe a vegetable.
I want a potato.
Oh yeah, like a loaded baked
but-
potato
It could be a
Yeah.
sweet potato, which
or roast potatoes.
Both. I want
Yeah.
a sweet potato. I want a baked potato. I want some roast potatoes as well.
maybe cut up and fried.
I want fried
Oh, that
Brussels
sounds
sprouts with bacon.
Oh yeah.
Almost a vegetable, yeah.
Good taste. I feel like Bjorn is like, yeah.
Chia, do you want any like breakfast sausage?
I want some breakfast sausage.
I think there'll be enough for the table. With all of that.
Well, maybe.
Cinnamon rolls.
Oh, cinnamon rolls.
No. We need other desserts.
Hazel's
I mean,
like, I would like a sensible salad with some fruit.
I mean, maybe fish.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Fish with like I don't know, like side of vegetables or something.
Hand seared
Yeah.
butter, rosemary.
By any
Fresh-
chance,
fresh
are you
fish, Yeah.
stopping in the Feywild anytime soon? And she's gonna kind of like gesture towards Nock. We kind of picked them up along the way, and
Not soon, but we will eventually get there, and we can you know, maybe we could probably work something out. And Nox just kind of like,
Knock, knock, watch this. And then Sky's going to request like 3 different kinds of cheese.
It's
And
there.
watch him appears.
You said knock knock, and I said
Oh.
it's there. Sorry.
I was like,
Remember, I don't remember what I say, so that doesn't work on me.
Not gets very excited and starts eating the cheese, but also kind of like side-eyeing Sullen because the cheese reminds them of Sullen's lying.
He's like cranking Parmesan over the gnocchi right now. Like,
more cheese.
Like
I
salt and
didn't
pepper
say
on the
stop.
table. Like,
I think you have more cheese than pasta right now. Are you sure?
tap, tap, tap. Puts it to the side. Perfect.
All right, well, I'm gonna go check in on my other customers, but if you need anything, just wave. I
Thank
can
you.
take care of you.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
She heads off. Oh
We
wait,
feast.
she comes back and like, hang on, and she claps, and you see this like shimmery circle kind of surround you. And she's like talking on the outside, but you can't hear her.
What?
What?
And she,
Wait,
Oh.
can't hear.
How are we supposed to call you back over to the table if we need something if you're not going to be on the inside of in here?
She steps in and is like, "Oh, sorry, I was just Vafir also asked me to give you a privacy circle, so I was doing that." Just
Thank you.
just like start jumping around. Don't jump on the table though. And then she like
Right.
points.
Yeah.
She like points
Understood.
at Blaze, who's like got like just a mouthful of food. He's like,
We'll make sure that they
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, yeah.
all right, and she takes off.
Dive into the food.
Oh yeah,
he certainly took care of everything, it seems.
yeah.
Of course. Scotty.
Yeah?
I don't know whether to say that I'm sorry or thank you or a combination of the two.
Well, it's really important we get to the keeps on time, and it's worth it.
Can you tell exactly what he took from you? I mean, I know you said magic, but
I had to pick.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Oh, it'll be worth it if we got to get there before the ritual gets finished, and because we do, if what we were guessing is right, and Port Vermeer is what happened when they actually get the ritual done, where that would not be fun to do again. So
No.
no, it'll be worth it.
I think it will. I wish it hadn't been you, but you're very brave to do it.
Next time, let someone else.
Okay. But we all look out for each other. We all
Exactly.
take hits for each other.
We do.
So I thought of something. I knew it would help. Thought it would help.
I think it will. Fafir, for all he manipulates us, follows through on the bargains that he makes, or so it seems to me.
He does. Yeah.
Thank you, Scotty.
You're welcome. I wonder
Well,
if he can
we're-
do the spells that he took now.
What did you give him?
Well, now he can randomly turn things into a nightlight, which will be really funny, actually. And I gave him the stories, the rituals, the ones I learned from Mom, from sisters, grandmother. Like, it's a little weird. I remember doing the funeral rite for Captain Branson, but I can't remember There's certain spells, there's certain stories, there's certain things you ask to, have Thor and the Valkyries come down to guide her, to cross over, make sure she makes it. And it's you never really had to think about it before because it was always like, muscle memory. You did it so often. But yeah, now it's like you remember a word here or there. You remember there's a tale and the outline of how it goes, but it's not going to take. You're giving the abridged version of it, not the sacred one, not the one that gets passed down.
The oral traditions, right? Usually that kind of ceremony.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember a couple of words, I can write down a couple of words, and every time you remember a word or two, we can check it, and I can add it to the notebook, and then eventually the oral tradition will become written down.
It'll be a new version of it, but thanks, Son. We can certainly try that.
It's the traditions before, they meld.
There's people back home who remember it, so even if I can't ever do it again, it's actually our sister Siv was the town bard. She was learning to learn all of the village's stories and rituals and pass them down. Which for small towns in Valkyrie is super important because, the bards are the ones who remember. They tell the stories, remember the rituals, pass them down to everyone, usually lead them.
Those things are important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm so sorry.
My choice. It was worth it.
Well, still.
We needed to give something up, and hopefully Vapir enjoys it. You just may need to protect me from Mom when we get back home, because
she's not going to be angry with you.
Perhaps
she's going to be a little angry with me. Yeah.
Maybe she'll teach you them again.
Yeah.
We can write them down.
Oh, it took her so long to teach me the first time, but I'll sit down and do it again.
Well, you weren't great at sitting still as a kid, but if
you think I got better.
Dude, really?
Well, if you'd like to, Scotty, you can. She'll teach you again. Or she'll
try.
Work extra hard this time to make sure that anything that you gave up is not, in vain.
Mm-hmm.
Write everything down, keep everything together.
And we get to the keep and we stop this, and hopefully nobody has to give anything else up.
Yes.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
As a blanket rule, though, we should really try to not make bargains with Fae. It's very selfless, but they are tricky.
Tricky.
You're not wrong. And it was a risk, and really, you were right. It really wasn't equal. I gave up a lot, but we needed it. I don't think we have the 5 days to spare.
No, I have the feeling time is not on our side.
No, it's really not.
And we could use every edge that we can get, even if this gives us an extra day in there to try and race through. Hopefully.
Even a day ahead is worth something.
Mm-hmm.
Worth a lot, potentially.
We won't know until we get there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for now, we rest, we eat, we prepare the best that we can.
Yep.
Sullivan pushes another peach pastry towards Scotty.
You'll eat it. But thanks, guys.
All right. Come on.
Right.
Scotty.
Yep.
So Scotty.
Oh, I thought we were going to be drinking.
Scotty.
To Scotty.
Hey, Scotty.
Oh.
No over drinking, though. I think if we oversleep, we're really screwed.
Oh,
Yes.
no. Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be bad for sure.
So there's no fight pit and rum bucket.
There's a fight pit?
No.
No, this.
So I do not.
Okay.
I think this
Looks
is
at Blaze.
not
No.
a spray bottle.
We stay off the tables.
Something tells me if
table.
Ayana doesn't want us on the tables, then she also doesn't
No.
want us fighting here.
Probably not. No.
Or breaking anything or causing any trouble. I
Yeah.
imagine.
I'd be kind of afraid to break something. What if something here is important to the interplanar travel
That too.
agency?
I don't want to be
Magic?
I don't think they'd
stranded.
keep it out here.
Oh,
Just gotta like kind of check under the table, see if anything looks weird.
It doesn't, but you do see Fayetta is like has like one of the waitress like round trays and is like full on swatting it as these like laughing pixies are flying around her, and you can't hear it, but you can see her just like yelling and swinging wildly at them. And oh, the ambiance.
beautiful.
My kind of bar. Yes.
Me too. Hey, Knock.
Yeah.
I have a question, and I'm not going to touch any of your cheese, I promise. Pinky swear.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Boy
Keep an eye
Scouts
on him as
oath.
well.
Boy Scout? I don't remember.
What's
That's
that?
not compatible.
At least Girl Scouts is this one.
It's Girl Scouts. I think this is Boy Scouts.
Oh.
Are any of your stones missing from your bag?
Looks at you.
No, it's a legitimate
Solid.
question. It's not.
That's a hell of
You
an
didn't
intro.
steal from Nock, did you?
No, I didn't steal anything.
Knock like opens bag and starts like rummaging through it, but then like also like as rummaging through it, then just like starts kind of like pig snorting and then puts his nose into it and like starts snuffling around in the bag.
Or do you not judge him?
And then like looks back up and is like, no.
Okay. Can I ask you one thing about what they do?
Sure.
Are they wishes that have already been cast, or are they wishes that have been yet to cast? For DM clarity, I'm asking if they're wish spells or if they are already cast wishes.
So it is not a wish spell.
Okay, that
They
would be a
are-
lot.
They are, and like most of his things in his bag that are the wishes that have not been worked are things like rocks and pebbles and coins. They are like the objects that a human would toss into like a fountain or a pond, making a wish. Those kind of things.
Yeah, so the wishes have already been made.
Yeah. It is a humanoid wish that has been imbued into these items that end up in the Fey realm. And they use that energy to create, to them like work them into it. So what you found in your bedroll was something that would appear in the mine that would get mined, and then they would later work that and turn that into like the kind of scrying stone.
Okay, so Nog, do you have to work this one? Or them in your bag? I do not pull it out. He does not know I have this.
Yeah. Yes, I these I have not been able to work.
Well, would you mind telling us how you do it? Because I think it's awfully interesting.
I just do it.
Do you
You
use
just-
tools or magic?
Think about it really hard.
And he's struggling to articulate what it is that he does, but like he has, you notice that like on his belt he has a variety of like miner's tools, like a little pickaxe and stuff. But I sand and I polish.
You just make them shine.
Yes.
The finished versions, what do they do? Or why are they desirable by other fae?
I feel like I answered that when we introduced.
I think he might
Nock.
have been a little like, I don't know about it.
The one that you introduced, it was a individual scry specifically to the wisher.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Knocks rocks. Romeo. Knock rocks, but knocks rocks particularly rock.
Have you finished your
That is
questioning of
the
Knock?
only line of question
Okay.
was, do I need to do anything with this? And I'm not going to directly ask that because you may not perceive the bird behind the curtain.
At this time, you see Blaze, almost the color drop out of their face as they are just staring at the table to your left.
What's at the table to our left?
Yeah.
Blaze and then to the what is Blaze looking at?
You see a bunch of bobbing, happy-go-lucky mushrooms that seem to be just engaging in the liveliest of conversations. And are they dancing?
Helen stops chewing.
Is that
Blaze leans over to Scotty and goes, I think that's what I ate the other day.
you?
Where did
Oh
you
no! Was it dancing then too?
No, but the coloring was the same.
How big
it
are
was-
they?
Small and not moving.
Oh, they're about yay big.
Oh, they're. Oh, I thought they were human
ones
size.
you-
No. They're just on the table and
They're vibing.
They're vibing.
Where did you get the thing that you ate?
Yeah.
I found it on the ground.
Oh, Blaze.
You just
Oh,
ate a random
that-
mushroom that you found on the ground.
Well,
Terrible idea.
Well, the
It's-
woman told me that it'd be fine.
Who? Who
What
told you?
woman?
did you start with the arse of the head?
What? Stolen.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hold
Scotty
on.
reaches out and does spare the dying on Blaze.
Blaze,
What
who
woman?
told you to eat it?
I don't know. She was hot.
What she
How?
look like?
I was she was. I don't know. She was like an elf or something.
Can you give
Giant
us a
ears? Look
physical
anything like that there?
description?
I mean,
Blue
now
hair?
that you mention it,
Oh no.
Second time someone has given a friend of ours, this person has given a friend of ours hallucinogens. Second time.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks, I suppose, but that cannot be good for the psyche.
It has to be her,
Yeah.
right? It has
Who
to.
can... To whom are you referring?
Well, you remember we mentioned Vafir's sister. Again, this is a leap, but
Scotty is very
shocked.
pointedly not saying anything, by the way.
And she goes around handing out hallucinogens.
Well, when we were in the Feywild, she kind of went off with our old friend who was traveling with us. And they got high in a hedge maze, I think.
I think so. At least they came back high.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
very much so.
I mean, that honestly sounds fairly benign for the Fae, but I don't think you should eat mushrooms off the ground as a
No.
general rule.
Yeah.
Blaze, in the future, if you see this woman again, can you let someone know first and maybe don't eat things off the ground?
To be fair, I got hit in the head a lot.
They did.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
wasn't
Yeah.
really sure what was real and what wasn't.
Did she have like a super sexy, like goth vibe kind of thing going on? Mostly
I mean-
red, you know?
I mean, more posh, but
It was posh at the keep.
And posh.
yeah,
It's
I would
Maybe kind of scary.
scary hot. Yeah.
Did she ask you for anything?
She asked me if I wanted to walk off and get high with her. And I was like, yeah.
The answer was a resounding yes, yeah.
Do you remember
also-
if you talked about anything? If you told her any information or she told you?
That natural one says I remember shit.
Do you remember when, perhaps?
I only left them alone for a moment. It had to have been in that. It was. Yeah. They were on my horse.
Buddy, are you okay?
What do you mean?
Being very quiet.
Just the last time I. No. Nothing.
What is it, Scotty?
I've been told that I tend to reveal too much. A lot, repeatedly.
It pays to
I
be
mean,
cautious, but we can't tell no one anything ever.
Yeah.
We do the best
But
we
also,
can.
do you have something to reveal to the group?
No, I don't think so, but I also don't think that whatever I say at the time is stuff that should be hidden, and then I say it, and then suddenly, like, I get told I shouldn't have said that.
Hazel chimes in with, no, I think that was a little bit more of you should be careful of who you trust. It did, however, work out with me.
It did, yes.
So, because, you revealing what you know, I was able to reveal that we also were working with Vafia, so.
That time worked out.
But if I would have been a more nefarious sort, then I would have had all the information I needed and could have just knocked you out and left. Or just killed you all in the middle of the night.
Well, let's hope that our trust isn't misplaced.
I mean, that was kind of the point of what I was saying.
We've been fortunate before and we've been burned before. We do the best we can. It probably does pay to be cautious, but I don't see the point in tallying mistakes.
We ended up here all right. But, Blaze, do you remember when?
No, it was a very small window. It was when I left them on my horse and went and gave Hazel a health potion.
Right.
Like, that was the
Yeah.
window.
Oh, so like 2 seconds. Well, Faye. So
They were
time.
unconscious before that, so maybe while they were unconscious, but even that was like 6 seconds. Maybe
Right.
12.
Yeah.
They can mess with time and freeze
That's
things.
Mm-hmm.
The veil is thinning. That's how we found Nock, so even that area could have just been wonky.
Yes.
Vasamir has taken people before elsewhere.
I gotta say, Blaze, you got the short end of the stick. The last person she took got cake. Like, really good
And
cake.
good wine, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, let us know if it happens again. If you see her, please tell somebody right away.
Yeah,
She's dangerous.
very.
Is she more dangerous than the other one?
Yes.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, that's a matter of perspective.
It means at least that for the time being, Vafir wants us, so he says, to succeed, to be, I don't know, to continue to move forward. Her ends, as far as we know, are to end the world as we know it, to make sure come back. So yes, I'd call that dangerous.
Sounds like a bit of sibling rivalry, and they're just using people on the material plane as pawns. So
I think they're both
regardless-
allied with bigger forces.
I think so too, and I'm hoping that they're equally powerful, which is good,
Maybe so.
considering we're with the one that's not that. Mushroom's kind of harmless. I'm actually like really interested in anything that you saw, Blaze, because that is kind of dope, but you know.
Well, was the mushroom that you ate moving?
See, here's the thing. I think it was, but I kind of just thought I was already high, or just the blunt force trauma.
Still could have been the blunt force trauma.
Let's hope it was the
Yeah.
trauma.
And just
But maybe don't tell them.
I
He like points at the other
Okay.
mushrooms.
well, yeah, but you're also eating chicken right now. Like that was alive.
Yeah, but
and
I'm
moving at
not
one point.
picking up a live chicken and biting into it. I mean,
Sullen's eating mushrooms.
Not anymore. I stopped. But okay, so there's
They're also different ones, I think.
yes, there's thousands of different types of mycelium.
What?
The root of a mushroom. There's a bunch of different kinds.
Oh.
So maybe it was just one that
There's
looked
one
really
word.
similar, because sometimes one will look really similar and it won't be poisonous, and then one will look almost identical, but the ribs will be slightly farther apart, and that one will kill you. So, you know, I'm sure you picked right, and you didn't eat a living one. Maybe.
well, aren't they technically all living?
Oh, dancing. Let's say that.
Sentient mushroom.
Mushroom dance.
Mushroom.
That's concerning. I'm just gonna be like, okay.
Snake. It's a snake.
It's all the in my head.
Badger.
We're old.
Yeah, say you're all 30 without saying you're all 30.
I have no idea what that is. I'm just gonna like lean across to Hazel and be like, "Would you care for a game of Dragon Chess?" Seems like trouble.
Yes, I would love that.
We'll pull out my little board and set it up and play some Dragon Chess with Hazel.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't actually have to play because there's
Make me, how about contested intelligence?
For Jess, yeah.
You can. Okay, fine.
could it be persuasion? Okay.
Well, I was gonna try. Yeah, I was pretty much gonna try and be like, "Can I cheat?" and use charisma as I'm like trying to distract her.
Sure, go for it.
Well, it doesn't matter. I rolled a 3, so
I only rolled a 5, but that
What I'm
means it's a
hearing
9.
is Scotty
Yeah.
can play dragon chess. Okay.
so 7. So
So it's a close match, and you were thoroughly charming during it, but her focus
yeah,
was...
just a little out of practice. It's my first game in a while. We'll have to try again.
I would love that.
Scotty's arm wrestling plays.
Who's
Going
winning?
really
Who's
well.
winning?
Oh shit. Okay, hang on. All
We don't
right.
actually have to arm
don't
wrestle.
have
Well, there is an arm
Shit.
wrestling mechanic, though, that remember.
We won't
Okay,
do we'll just do
That is like an entire episode,
yeah,
though. So.
we'll just do a straight contested strength. Unless you want to
boy.
make it athletics.
I would love to make it athletics. That number is much bigger.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So is mine.
Shit.
All right. The dirty 20.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
definitely better than my 10.
It's just like boom, boom.
Ah!
The
Just
pieces
feeling
of
warmed up,
the chessboard just go like scattering.
What
Sorry.
the rook like ends up skidding across the ground, and a little pixie like flies and grabs it.
Can
and,
Scotty
like, is
Mage
flying
Hand
around
grab
with
it before the pixie grabs it?
Tug of war.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do contested. I just want to see if I get to it first, so I can
It's
like.
a pixie.
I'll
It's
say that
Mage Hand.
I will say that the pixie's probably gonna get there
Okay.
first. But you could certainly like mage hand and try to get it back.
Okay.
So, how about this? Make me an intelligence check with Scotty's intelligence.
15.
I just heard teen. You're
15.
15. Yep, you're able to like mage hand grab it, and the pixie's like, "Hey!" and starts like flying towards this floating rook
Ah!
that's like being mage hand over.
Hopefully, when it gets close enough, she can. I don't know who's closer at that edge of the table.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm mostly just doing this for
Oh god.
shenanigans.
She'll
That's
grab it when it gets close. She'll take the wrath of the pixie. Oh god.
yeah, like you know what? The pixie is gonna like try to stab your hand because it's a fucking pixie. But you're able to move your hand out of the way.
She will like flick a gold coin and try and distract it with that. Send that flying.
You're rewarding it for bad behavior, and then I'm just gonna yell at the pixie, "Get out of here, you old shit!" and cast vicious mockery on it.
Yeah, it fails that wisdom saving throw, so
Okay, sorry, little buddy.
Bar fight.
Oh, totally. It'll be 4 points of psychic damage.
it like
And have disadvantage on its next attack.
it like grabs its head and like falls to the ground in like pain, and then just kind of like with the thud on the ground is just knocked out.
They're the dying. Mage Hand, take the pixie back to its previous table.
Dragging it along the floor.
It can lift it. I think it's less than 10 pounds, right?
And then you wouldn't be able to hear this, but we the audience see Fayetta like point to the pixie that got knocked down. It's like, yeah, that's what you get. Serves you right. Maybe next time you'll like learn some manners.
Oh my god.
Oh, Fayetta looks really like shocked. She looks really concerned over that Faye. I mean, she's not getting up and doing anything to help her, but she's pointing a lot.
I don't think that's what she's doing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's very fine yelling at customers, so if it was something bad, she would just come yell at us, I'm sure.
Yeah. She doesn't seem the type to be afraid of that.
Eat some more pastries.
Is there anything else that you would all like to discuss as a group before heading to your suite?
I think at some point Bjorn is kind of just like eating dinner and having drinks, but he would lean over to Sullen and ask, do you mind making me a copy of that text from the sword?
Oh,
I'd just like to see it. Not that I can read Elvish, but...
No, I never translated it, actually. Is he trying to, like, keep this quiet from everyone, or is it kind of like it doesn't matter who hears?
He's not trying to keep it quiet. I mean, he's not, like, announcing it to the table, but he doesn't care if anyone hears it, which they probably do.
Okay, he'll just sort of say, it said, just your name, or what I think is your name. It said, the King of the Summer Court, Bjorn Halverson.
All right.
Do you still want me to write it down? It was really simple.
Yeah, I'd like to have a copy of it.
Sure. She can read Elvish, right?
Yes, I can read Elvish.
Can you just double check this translation for me?
I would take a look at it. Is it?
Yeah, he like gets out the book and like pulls open the page and like translates it into Common and then shows it to her.
Is it normal Elvish though? I thought it was something else.
Is it normal Elvish?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was just really fancy, I think.
Okay.
I think
It's
it
like cursive.
Yeah, on the sword itself, like, we couldn't see it, period. He had to write it out. And then, so
Yeah,
you only saw
wrote
it,
it
though.
out.
Yeah. Yeah, they wrote it out. Sorry.
Yeah. Is it correct?
Is there a reason to think it's not? So
It's correct.
Thank you. I taught myself the language, so I just want to make sure I'm giving you something. But yeah, and he sort of tears the paper in half and gives you the common half.
Well, no, I meant a copy of the Elvish as well, just in case I needed it at some point.
Oh, well, let me write it clearer. Hold on. And he, like, flips open a new page and rewrites it and hands that to you. Do you want the translation on the bottom?
Sure. I don't think your translation is wrong. I have no reason to think it is. If I can't see it, then I would like to at least have the text copy, you know?
Sure, and thank you, Chia, for that. Is this actually your name?
Yes.
Oh, I thought Scotty's last name was Stormpelt.
It is.
Oh, so you have different...
Technically, yes. I tend to use hers. It's just easier.
Well, why is that?
It's just more convenient. We're family. If we have last names, people ask less questions.
Well, I apologize for the question.
You're fine. In Valkyr, people's last names are often formed from the names of their parents. Scotty's name comes from her mother. My name comes from my father.
Oh, they're not like matrilineal or patrilineal?
Not quite. Halverson, son of Halvar.
That makes sense.
Stormpelt's a little different.
My grandmother was a badass.
Is that
a title?
Is it a title?
No, it's not a title.
Oh, last name. Just, at some point,
No, hers you can.
if people decide they want to, like, branch out and make their own, they pick their own badass name. And they kind of just get more weird and more badass, and then they go off and make their own families.
What makes it badass to you? What's the story behind your last name?
Oh, it's my grandmother's.
How'd she get it?
Yeah. Did she have a pelt made of storm? Or was it this is a Thor thing?
I never really thought about that. That would make it's a pelt, I imagine, because we're the Wolf Clan, and she kind of like really stops and thinks about like, whoa, I've never really because she's heard all these awesome stories about her grandmother growing up, but she never like stopped to think of like, hey, Grandma, why'd you pick that last name?
What did she do? Was she Shield Maiden like you are?
She was more magic, more not quite healing, but she could do some healing, more so damage. A little bit of, scrying a little bit. But she was the leader of the village, and she kept it going she still is at this point. And yeah, just kicked a lot of people's asses whenever they came along trying to.
She's quite a woman.
Yeah.
Many of the other members of her family felt that it was a name they wanted to take on as well.
Mm-hmm. She's your family, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the women tend to be in charge of.
Oh, and Mulafel. Yeah. It's the children get to pick. Well, not the children. When they marry, it's not. You don't take the husband's name. You don't take the wife's name. You keep your own name, but the children, the family kind of decide who gets on afterwards based on who's either got the more badass legacy or whose name throws more weight around. So the kids get to then carry on that. And so for our mom, she was really badass too. And so when she married our dad, the kids got to keep that. And it's just carried on from our grandmother. So in Mulafel, yeah, it's very matriarchal because the grandmother's also the leader of the village.
That's not the way to run things.
How do you run things in your city?
Oh, my great grandmother's in charge, and also my mom.
So your grandmother and my grandmother and your mother and my mother could get some freaking shit done.
I'm sure they would. In Valkyr, names often pay homage or honor the people who came before you. It's not really about whether women or men are in charge.
If you don't mind me asking, do you have the same father, or are they different?
No, we have different fathers.
I don't mean to rub up against a sore subject.
My father is no longer alive. It's a long time past. You're fine. I grew up with Scotty.
I thought you said that you grew up apart.
Both can be true.
All right, that's fair. I do that to you all the time. I don't know. Solon's kind of looking at both of you, waiting for someone to continue a story. It sounds like a very fascinating story.
It's not that interesting a story. The short version is my father passed away. I spent many of my younger years with him, and then I came to live with Scotty instead. And her family, the whole family as well. It's a large country, things happen.
Yeah.
We've all lost people.
Mm.
Showed up wanting to work, and my mom was like, nope, you're coming home, which was great because he knew how to fight. So we just hung out all the time after that.
Yes, Scotty spent most of our childhood pestering me to teach her how to kick people's asses.
Mm-hmm. And he actually knew how to kick people's asses.
And you're both very intimidating in fights, so it seems to have worked.
Thank you.
For better or worse.
Well,
so I guess what I think you're asking is, we don't share the same lineage, but we're family.
Of course. Well, that much is evident anyway. You look at the two of you.
Gonna kind of look at Bjorn like, what am I looking at?
Similar, Scotty.
Oh, okay.
Big furs, the whole Viking getup. It's very...
That's kind of just very Valkyrian, though.
It is incredibly Valkyrian, but also it's, I don't know,
Well,
something
we're
around.
siblings, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there something else that you're hesitating to ask, Sullen?
Well, you told me not to ask, so I don't want to press you.
I didn't say anything of the sort. You're just giving me a look.
No, I'll think about it. But at least you have your translation now.
Thank you.
Are you going to keep the sword?
For the time being, it seems foolish to just throw it away.
I don't know if throwing it away is going to work. It might be a return to sender
Might
kind
be,
of situation.
especially if it has a name that causes you pain on it.
I never said my name caused me pain.
Well,
Why
if
do
it's
you
not the
think
name
it
that you
does?
use,
Well, that doesn't mean it causes me pain. It honors my father. I have no problem with that.
all right. Should we not say it?
I would prefer that you didn't, perhaps.
Okay, do you see where the confusing thing is happening here?
It's just not how he introduced himself. Leave his last name be.
All right, I'll stop grilling you.
He worked hard for his honorary Stormpelt title.
That's true. The Stormpelts are quite a family. I am honored to use the name.
He survived this long with us.
Survive.
One more question about this now that you said that. It's not like a betrothal thing. You're not now betrothed to multiple people.
No, I'm not betrothed to anyone.
The sword says otherwise.
The sword does kind of have
To be fair, the sword doesn't say that I've married anyone, and I question that they're calling me king, considering that no marriage has taken place.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a little weird. That's presumptuous at best.
Very, and the queen told me specifically that I was not required to marry her.
There
He
are
also did it-
contracts, though, that just kind of happened.
Well, there kind of wasn't a contract either.
Maybe
You kind of
it's
just walked into it without realizing.
But now you have the sword.
I have the sword, and if they're going to be calling me king anyway, I might as well keep it and see if it's of any value to us moving forward.
Probably
Right.
not try. Probably shouldn't try to sell it or anything though. She might get pissed. If you do
I think
that.
a different kind of value, not monetary.
Yeah, we probably don't want to go
Yeah.
slinging around the things that the Summer Queen has given us.
No.
Also, we're still missing something.
Yes. Which the Summer
Yeah.
Queen wanted quite a bit.
Yeah.
What are we missing?
There's this
Oh, right.
bowl that's
It talks.
they're great. Tell great
Some
jokes.
people can say it, and some people can't.
Changes color.
yes, yeah.
Basically a magical orb that is sentient. And
They're very funny and they're very sweet.
Fond of sweaters.
They have a terrible sense of humor.
It's a magic orb and it's sentient.
Mm-hmm.
Named itself and everything.
Yep.
Well,
seems to be both a very powerful magic artifact and potentially a person.
That is.
I guess something would be a person. They name themselves. They got a great sense of humor.
Well, I mean, a magical item that is sentient is usually that way because someone, I feel like, is infused into it. That seems like a thing?
Well,
Most magic items can't think.
yes. Well, okay, Annabelle has had swords that really had a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah. Well, is it an opinion or is it just a
That one
feeling.
sword was just like horny.
Horny.
Yeah, it really.
That one's
There
gone
was-
though. And the curse that was on it is gone too, so that's something.
That's good. And you've had
Okay,
a
but
lot of things stuck to you.
You traded it for a sword that is
That
significantly
is
worse, Annabelle.
entirely beside the point. The talking sword is gone.
Oh yes, and the new one is so much better.
What's the not talking one do?
Oh, it does this, and she'll like just draw the sword, draw Nevaris' hungering blade, and activate the aura of darkness around them. Just like the smaller one.
You haven't fed us in a long time.
She just kind of like makes a face like that in the darkness, and like to herself, just like shut up, and then puts
Patty
it back
tries
in the sheath.
to light up her hammer a few times for her, like, oh yeah.
And then she'll resheath the sword and dispel the darkness.
I'm assuming only
This
Annabelle heard
useful?
the.
Oh yeah, only
Okay.
Annabelle heard.
So, do you have a book I can borrow? I'd like to read before bed. Just anything.
Oh, what kind of book? These I wrote myself.
I don't need your written books.
You could give Seer the diet totes.
Well, I finished reading it, and it did. All the words fell off the pages. I think. DM, doesn't that item get consumed when you
That
read
item
it?
gets consumed.
It continues to
Yeah.
exist. It just no longer has an effect, as far as I know.
Do you want a book full of diet tips? Bjorn made me read it. It was enlightening,
Did
but
not make you read.
you
Sounds
politely
judgy,
suggested.
Bjorn.
It was actually I go down quite a lot. It did help. I feel a little stronger, you know.
Raising?
You can keep your wordless books. I was just hoping for something to turn your mind off to.
Well,
but,
it's not
a
wordless if you want it.
Sheer, what type of novel or like, I'm assuming fiction, but it doesn't have to be fiction.
Oh,
What
we have
are
porn.
you looking for right now?
just like literally any book. I was just trying to take a book and be like, I'm going to bed.
Because it's going to magically appear in front of you. So what would Sheer want to read? Like, what was she thinking of when she was asking? Like, when she said, I just want a book.
Like a very boring tome about like magical theory. It's like you're gonna read a page and a half and you're gonna be like, done.
That's exactly what you this like 1,000 page thick book that has like it's on Bible paper and has basically it's 4-column with like super fine print and yeah.
Like open it. Dear God, that stands. All right, I'm going to bed. Take it with me.
Solon was digging through his bag and he pulls out that one book of medical text and the 2 books that he writes in, one of which is like a white and is like neat, and one of which is like older, and then a book of porn about Valkyr, and sort of holds them and is like, oh, this is all I have. Oh, you have a book.
Yeah, I guess this place heard me, so
Okay. If you want to trade later, we can.
well, I doubt this leaves this place.
It might not.
Yeah,
May
if the
not.
food and drinks don't, then that may not. I'd be curious to see what happened to it though. If food decays and drinks, what happened to that?
I'm not going to take the very large, boring book out of this place.
I might
How
not
else do
think
we
it.
find out what happens?
That's true.
We can take something else. We can take a fork or something.
I mean, I'm taking this bottle whether or not no matter what she said.
You do not want to drink gone off alcohol.
But no, I just want to see what happens.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be flammable. I don't know.
Turns into like
Maybe.
151.
Yeah.
I'm sending the new big bad evil.
And this is how the party found an elder god.
Whoop.
All right. Sheer, as you get up, you're basically escorted by or Fayetta gives you instructions for how to get up to the executive suite.
I would find some place comfortable with a lamp next to it and read the book and
So as you enter into the executive suite, it is very much there is a common area. There are extravagant rugs on the floor. There is a fire going. There's what looks like a variety of decanters that are empty. But you get the feeling that kind of with everything, if you just think about what you want, it will fill for you. There's also what seems to be like some serving trays that are out. So if you wanted like any kind of like sweets or any kind of additional snackage, you could have it. There's comfy couches or like comfy plush chairs that are by the fire. And then there are 2 doors that go off to either side because of the little suite. There's also a variety of like musical instruments in the corner. Also like an easel with paper for drawing and painting. And there is a bookcase as well, additionally there. But like all of the books are blank. But again, all you'd have to do is think about something and it would appear for you.
I'll take a couch by the fire.
There is also a if you were to go into either of the rooms, there is also an extravagant bath that constantly has hot water. So, enjoy.
It'll be like 2 a.m. bath time for sure. Just gonna read and fall asleep for a few hours and wake up and take a bath.
All right. Rest of you, is there anything else that you want to discuss before heading up and enjoying your executive suite for the evening?
Did Sheer take the goblet up with her?
It would have been empty.
Yeah, but is there like a little liquid like at the
Yeah.
bottom?
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't like.
The dregs left.
Lick it out. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Make me, if you're going for the goblet, make me an investigation check.
May I also?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
God.
I said it was a blanket if you're going for the goblet.
You know, you can just think it
I'm
and you'll get your
gonna
own glass.
watch.
You don't need to.
14. Oh, that's a good point, actually.
15.
Okay.
Oh.
So as you are, as you think about it, a goblet appears in front of each of you. You notice, Annabelle, you notice that there's just like a little drop of this viscous red liquid in Sheer's glass, but the goblets that appear in front of each of you have Sullen, it is a blue liquid, and Annabelle, it's more of a pink liquid, kind of like a translucent shimmery pink liquid. A very familiar liquid, and also, if I do recall, it is something that you have been craving lately. It's almost as
sure
if
is.
this is the things that you need to sustain your life kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Sullen's not getting any of that, right?
Sullen just, it's... Sullen, are you familiar with the spell Goodberry?
Yeah.
This, as you sniff it and maybe even, put your finger in it, it has, that Goodberry vibe. This can heal, can sustain you.
Hey, what did you two just...
Well, we were trying to figure out what was in Shear's class.
Yeah, it looks different.
This is definitely different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recognize the liquid that's in Annabelle's, would I? I don't think I've ever seen it.
No, I don't think so.
Annabelle's gonna take a sip.
What is it?
It looks sweet.
This one smells like Goodberry. It's
I don't know.
rather odd.
Yeah, it's not the same, and that's weird. She still got the drip of whatever was in Shear's glass on her finger. This is what was. I mean, she sniffs it, kind of just tries to figure out what it is.
Well, can we look at what's on Annabelle's finger?
Yeah, oh,
Annabelle, if
more
you
closely.
sniff it, you would know that it has it very kind of coppery, irony scent.
Okay.
That you would probably recognize. Anybody
Yeah,
would
that's
probably
good.
recognize.
Spare the dying.
No, that was definitely blood for sure.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hold out her hand for the rest of the party to examine.
it sure looks like blood.
Did you cut yourself?
Oh, no.
Nope. That's what was in Shear's glass.
No.
Oh,
Do you remember the fight?
Which one?
which one's on?
Well, the fight pit. The one where
What?
we were all drinking out of the rum bucket. Do you remember that?
I should
Blaze
hope
and Sky
so.
just go yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she had left with someone. That was the last I saw of her, and we didn't see her
Yeah,
until
yeah.
morning.
Yes, vaguely remember. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we had a
I was
conversation about it.
very drunk.
You were very drunk, and Skadi was fighting, I think.
I do believe
Yeah,
Sullen was
yeah.
also very drunk.
I was, but I did see her before she left, and she winked at me, specifically.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, we talked about it the next day, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, we
Did.
did.
Do you think that's related?
To the fact that we found Sheer in a vampire house? Potentially.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but if she's getting blood, then what are you getting? Because I don't think I want to drink this.
I mean, it tastes alright. I don't know.
Well, if you don't know what it is,
insight.
then maybe you shouldn't... Yeah,
I
what's the
believe
vibe
that would
check?
be a contested roll right there.
Like, what is the vibe check?
I rolled like shit.
Bro, same, I rolled a 1.
Well,
11.
Good news. I rolled a 19 deception.
You're pulling a me. All right. Well, if it's
I
not
mean, it
odd,
tastes alright.
Hey, but plenty of poisonous things taste alright.
I'm sure it's not poisonous. They've given us plenty of food.
That's true. Everything else so far has been relatively harmless.
Do one of you want to try this? Or Annabelle, is this the same? Do you mind trying it?
Sure, we'll see if it's the same. Sure, yeah.
Is it the same?
Take your glass. Take a sip.
Sullen,
Give
can
it
you
back.
identify things like with
It takes me
Magic.
10 minutes. Sure,
We've got
yeah.
time? I see
late,
no reason
Sherry
why
took-
not.
Tastes different.
She's sipped it.
Were you down any hit points?
I was not.
Okay. You get this sensation, it's sweet, it's fruity, it's you get the feeling that if granted y'all have been eating a lot, but you get a full feeling, I'm satiated and if you were hurting, you'd feel a little better.
I mean, it's good. It's good, yeah. Here. Pass it back to
Okay,
Molly.
all right,
Well,
okay.
all right, but
Different
even if it
though.
takes 10 minutes, we should probably know if Annabelle's going to keel over in her sleep or something.
Yes, I will
not gonna-
spend 10 minutes identifying this mystery liquid.
She's gonna chug it.
Spare the dying.
And
Wait, mine are yours.
Mine.
Okay, I was
Can
like,
Bjorn
I mean,
try
if
to,
you
like,
chugged it, you
grab
chugged it. It's
it?
rocks,
She's
actually.
chugging hers.
Okay.
can he try to grab it, or is she like super?
I will say contested dexterity checks.
All right, he's trying to be like, hey.
New dreams, Annie.
Oh, wait, dexterity
I'm gonna regret
check.
Yeah.
21.
Would this be a dex check or a dex save?
Dex check.
16.
16. I will say that Bjorn grabs it.
Ah.
I will also say given Annabelle, I will give you the option to kind of like come back as Bjorn is like grabbing it. To like kind of spill it if you want to. If not, so like do a sleight of hand if you want to try to like spill it or something.
I think so, yeah.
I wouldn't
While
be surprised
trying
if
to
she got
grab
like
it back.
half of it like
Yeah.
drunk before I got over there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I think under the guise of trying to grab it back.
Yeah.
is this also contested, or is this just an Annabelle roll?
I'm saying this one will just be an Annabelle roll to see if she can just
Well-
kind of like, and then from there it'll be a can you dex to catch it.
Well, that's an 11.
11. So Bjorn dex check to catch it.
This one's going in.
12.
All right, you catch it, but it's basically halfway gone.
Listen, Annabelle, please just let Solon check it.
Fine.
Mystery
was-
liquids, we were just talking about caution.
I mean, I was only going to identify mine, but I could probably do both of them if you... Listen, give me a little bit of it. I'll
I
identify
feel
that.
fine.
If you feel...
If it was poison or something, wouldn't it be like? Wouldn't I?
They probably wouldn't have given it to you. Yeah, and they do have,
Yeah.
living mushrooms here if you want to have that kind of fun.
Yeah.
What exactly did you ask for when you summoned this?
I didn't. I mean, I was trying to figure out what was in Cher's
The other one.
cup.
So it appeared, a random liquid appeared to you that you did not ask for, and you're not questioning it.
Well, I was curious, and so I tasted it.
That's where I go.
You see my point.
I mean,
Hazel
I
will
guess,
actually
yeah.
chime in and go, I think what is happening is that I believe the conversation between Sheer and what was her name, Fayetta, had something to do with what she needed. So my guess is this is something that could sustain you, Sullen, and apparently this is what Annabelle needed.
Yeah, and if you say it tastes good,
Well, she usually drinks whiskey, so maybe she just needs something fruity.
maybe.
sure. You usually need something fruity, actually.
Scotty tries to
Might be
summon
good
something in
with,
front of her.
like, rum in it, with more of that rum. It might be good together.
You can probably mix the two.
Scotty, what are you trying to summon?
Same thing that they were doing. So sheer cup, see what comes up in front of her.
You will have the same kind of liquid that appeared for Sullen.
Hey,
Oh.
good buddy.
We got the same.
Cheers.
You know what?
Hey,
Can I flip up detect magic real fast?
Yeah.
Is it magical?
The liquid in all of the cups is magical.
Does it seem to be
Also, this entire place
Oh, ow.
lights
Oh,
the fuck up.
God. Okay, shouldn't have done that.
You alright?
Okay,
I'm
what do
fine.
you do?
Eyes are like all black, but like pupils very tiny.
Ordering.
Very bright in here. I'm sure it's fine.
For the sake of argument, Bjorn will also try to summon a drink in the same way that Scotty did.
The exact same one that appeared for Sullen and Scotty appear for you.
It's good.
Annabelle,
why-
you're just special.
Why
guess.
is Annabelle's different?
Well, hold on. And then she's going to try and like focus on Sullen's goblet and on the same thing that the others have all summoned.
Specifically, what is are you
The blue thing, the goblet with the blue.
okay? So so then that appears.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, if we all go down, we all go down together then.
Yeah. It must have just been a fluke or something. I don't know, maybe I was thinking something slightly different. I don't know. But it worked this time.
You know what? If something happens to us, I will personally be knocking down Varfia's door. Which I'm totally sure will work. Do not contest me on that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt about it at all.
Got a bad feeling about it, but
Well, okay. If you have a bad feeling, I will spend 10 minutes identifying the liquid. What does it do?
All right. After you spend 10 minutes identifying the liquid, it is the juice of goodberry.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I was talking about the pink one. Does Sullen identify the Goodberry one then?
No, I only identify the blue one.
Well, if it was obvious that Sullen was doing that one, then Bjorn would be like, no, the other one.
He's gonna just drink the whole blue one.
So he's just refusing to identify the pink one.
No, hold on.
I have it back.
Is it gone? Do you want it back?
Well, no, Bjorn was making the point that he was like, I think we should identify this one that's different. He doesn't care about the blue one.
Oh, I thought it was both of the liquids.
I mean, not that he doesn't care, but he's like, but why is Annabelle's different?
I don't know. Do you feel odd about it?
I mean, I feel alright.
Well, so Bjorn basically was just like, I have a bad feeling about Annabelle's, but he will give it up if nobody else like pursues it.
If you feel alright.
I mean, for now at least, if I start feeling like, I don't know, like I'm gonna keel over, then
Tell us, I guess. Do you want me to identify it? Or would it bother you if I did?
no, I mean, I think we're alright.
Maybe it just gives her like super speed or something, or makes her go invisible. And she fights differently than the rest of us. She doesn't get hit as much.
I'm just
Doesn't really need
fast.
the goodberry
Yeah.
juice.
If it wouldn't bother you, do you mind if I find out?
But I wanted to drink it.
I can probably just take a couple drops.
If it turns out that Sullen finds it's perfectly normal and that I'm wrong, you can always summon another goblet's worth.
If you don't want me to, I won't.
I'd quite like to be wrong, I promise, but people have given you strange liquids before that were...
I know.
This
And
doesn't look
those
like
were-
the-
those were different.
Well, I know, but... Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize for being overprotective.
No, it's. Thank you.
So is it alright if Sullen checks? You can make fun of me if it turns out everything is fine.
Kind of give Sullen a look.
Kind of look.
Like, please drop this. Kind of look.
Okay. Yeah, Sullen's gonna fake it. Is there
Alright.
something close that, like, is believable?
Make me an Arcana check.
And are you fake doing the spell, or are you fake identifying something else?
This is the fake identify, like giving something an alternative.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, is Sullen still doing the spell and just verbally lying, or is he not doing the spell at all?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, I think he would probably do it and then verbally lie about like what potion this is.
Okay, so you are doing identify.
I will
but you
do
then
identify, but I will
Okay,
fake a
then.
potion. Yeah.
You're not gonna trip Scotty's radar then.
Cast the spell, but then just lie
Yeah.
about what I told you.
Yeah, but no, I'll know. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm like sitting here writing, like Sky's not gonna contest any of this, but she may recognize that that's not the spell you usually do. But if you still do the spell, then she's just writing this.
Okay.
She got some mead.
So Sullen.
Thank you for doing math for me, DM.
Oh no, it's not math. It's me just looking up some things. So it's as you're like thinking, like you're kind of like, what could I say this is? A kind of like you feel inside your pocket what is a pretty much like a magical bartender's book. And you like, as you drag your finger across the spine, you are like instantly, what ends up in your head is what's known as a rogue's brew, which is a magical cocktail that tends to be pink in color and allows a temporary increase to dexterity scores.
Oh, so Scotty, you were actually right. It does make her faster.
Oh,
Yeah, so we all got health, and
all right.
now you have speed.
Does it seem like Sullen is lying?
Make me an insight check.
Okay.
Sullen can
Scotty is incredibly pleased that she
I'm
got this right.
so sorry.
It was never gonna happen. It was never gonna happen. My insight, I rolled a 3.
I'm so
Doesn't
sorry.
matter.
I got a natural 16, and I have a +6.
Oof.
Damn.
It was never gonna happen. Yep. Fully believes him.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Now I know that it's not,
Yeah.
though. Do I recognize it as a potion that induces dream states?
You do not recognize it as that. You do recognize that it is magical, but it is of unknown origin to you.
Okay. Cool. That is all. Well, bottoms up, I guess.
all right.
She downs the rest of it.
All right.
Thank you. I know you're. I know that I've made some poor choices with mysterious liquids and things before, and
We're just listening to people and trying to be careful.
I'm sorry to push you on it.
no, it's
We've had a lot of
Very sorry.
incidents lately of things not quite going our way, so I suppose I was a bit nervous.
yeah. And we'll just kind of like nudges like Bjorn to the side.
He like sort of quirks a smile at her.
Well, we get to rest
Thank goodness.
In beds.
in beds.
Yeah.
The
That would be
dream.
nice.
All right. And with that, we're a little late for our break. So, but before we do that, I would like someone in the group to roll me a d20 so that I can prepare some things.
I can do it. I'll be a
All right.
victim. Natural 20.
Good.
Either very good or very bad.
Yeah.
Murder.
Okay.
No!
Bad luck.
I
No!
liked that
Oh,
one.
no.
That was a good one.
Oh no.
It's a dragon. It's just an entire dragon.
Yep, probably.
All right. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break I'm going to
Like there's already an idea percolating in there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, it's all the murder. So much murder.
Murder.
Just me being
It's just his murder face.
Mushrooms.
pretty much. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. All right. If you would like a chance to win this little eye dice bag, then enter into the chat. The shrooms are alive. All one word, all lowercase. The shrooms
Blaze.
are alive.
Goodness.
All right, and we're gonna take a quick break, and we will be back with more D&D shenanigans. We love you. Be right back. Hello.
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 See, this time I almost said howdy.
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 Yeehaw.
Howdy.
You can't bring it up.
Howdy.
Welcome back, and if you are interested in winning this here little creepy eye dragon dice bag, or you could put cards in it, and so you don't drop them in the middle of the stream. Looking at you, Badani.
What you talking about?
If you'd like to win that, then enter into the chat. Shrooms are alive. The shrooms are alive. All one word, all lowercase. Last call. Last call on this. Last call. Why was I looking at that creature? Oh, I know what. Okay.
No, put it back.
What?
Put it back.
Last chance.
If you
What? Gonna roll it.
If
What?
you- what?
What?
Huh?
I did.
What?
I did the
What?
thing.
Boy.
Nice.
Chef
Chef Hunter.
Yo.
Nice.
Nice. If you were a silly mushroom, what kind of dance would you do?
If I was a silly motion, what kind of dance? Oh,
If you were a silly mushroom, what kind of dance would you do?
What do we have to go through though? Like
I would-
Fortnite dances?
I would very much do like kind of like a bob and
That's your Charlie Brown
yeah, because you have to
situation.
think like you're a mushroom, and so you can't.
Do you have legs or do you not have legs in this situation?
Little legs.
Can I be the Elaine dance from Seinfeld?
I mean, but again, as a mushroom, that's just like you going, but no hands.
Yeah,
you
like,
wouldn't have hands. It'd just be like you going like this as a mushroom.
yeah, that
I
looks
think-
like I'm having. That looks
You
like I have
said
a
Charlie
problem
Brown
that I
dance, and
need
I'm just
to-
picturing the one kid that goes like this. Like,
Yeah.
Da-na-na-da-na-na-da.
I'm skanking. I'm a ska mushroom. That's my situation.
Shoegaze mushrooms.
Shoegaze mushroom. The truffle
It's
shuffle.
The truffle shuffle. Get it?
You deserve the prize for that joke alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh god. Fuck.
All right. Okay. So I believe our group was downing their beverages and then heading upstairs to adjourn for the evening.
Beep, 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 beep.
So, as you all are going to bed, out of curiosity, what order do you walk into the suite?
I can go first if there's no preference.
Who did the like got up?
Well, Sheer did a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, Sheer had a pleasant bath.
You're
muted.
muted.
2 a.m. bath time. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
After everyone else is in bed.
Cucumber
Stealthily
eyes.
going in.
Cucumber eyes.
Is it sort of the thing where like everybody kind of winds down and finishes their drink and looks at each other and goes, "Yeah"?
I think
Yeah.
Scotty probably would have like done the initiative because she's going to want to leave a offering out to Thor, considering.
I'll be in the middle.
Pull through.
All right. So, Scotty, do you? Well, out of curiosity, does everybody like hang in the common area? We're not gonna like RP this out. I'm just like, are you in the common area? Or are you going and like who's going? Basically, even split. Who's going to what room? What rooms are you going to be in?
Scotty would just pick a room and head in, figuring they're done socializing after the food.
I believe you would walk past a Sheer who is sleeping with a book open or like napping in a chair with a book open.
For her.
All right.
Are there multiple suites, or is there one big suite, or do we each have our own room?
There's 2 rooms that have enough beds to suit every, like, basically half in one, half on the other.
Okay.
Blaze and Hazel will maybe follow Scotty.
Annabelle will go into the other room, just because that's probably a lot of people. Small crowd.
Yeah, I'll follow Annabelle.
Yeah, if that's 4 people in that room, then
Right.
Bjorn will
That's
go
3.
with.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought Sheer was in that room.
Sheer
She's on the
is
common.
right now
Common.
on the outside on a chair napping.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Bjorn would go with Scotty.
All right.
I think that's everybody, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
So
The 2 reckless ones unattended. Yes.
Listen, it hurts my soul, but I think Bjorn would be more worried about Scotty.
that checks out. She's done a lot in 24 hours.
Yeah, she had a day, and he's feeling real bad about it.
Mhm.
does we won't have if the Vikings need a moment, we won't have Bjorn or we won't have Blaze and Hazel go in right away. Okay.
I think we're good. Yeah, I think so.
And in that case, Scotty, as you're putting everything out to Thor,
no.
You feel like a little light gust of wind,
Okay.
and I hope they do realize all that you've given to them, given for them.
Oh, when'd you get in here? I shall turn around.
I mean,
Okay, that's fair. You usually don't talk to me.
that's right. You also usually don't make deals with me, so here we are.
Yeah, yep. That was a choice. Hi.
Mm,
Thanks for dinner.
yes, you're welcome. I just want you to know that I don't take lightly what you gave. And I know how much it really does mean to you. And for that, I think you'll find a little something extra in your bag when you wake up in the morning.
Thank you.
You know, he really doesn't deserve you. I should be
Who?
going, though. And he disappears.
Oh. Oh no. Anyone else see that?
Nope.
Oh boy. She'll kind of like pause in her setting up and like look around. And I guess seeing that nobody else is kind of staring at her weirdly or talking about the mysterious fae who just suddenly appeared and then disappeared, she'll go back to setting up her little offering.
Yeah, like Blaze will come in with like a decanter and is like, look, whiskey. And then it just like whiskey appears.
No way!
Yeah.
Try
like,
mead.
Oh, grabs another one. Mead. Like,
Oh my god.
You know that you can't take those out of here, right?
You better get started now.
No.
good idea. Hmm.
We need to. Okay.
She
Sure.
steals the mead one and takes a drink, then gives it to Bjorn.
He like rolls his eyes, but he does have a drink.
And then Blaze will like get into bed and Hazel will follow suit. So. And eventually everyone makes their way to sleepy time after finishing rituals and whatever anyone wants or needs to do. Back to the troublemaker room. I like that it was called that. referred to that. Referred as that.
I Eldritch Blast a little feather at Annabelle's foot. I get the other one.
What was that for?
I lied for you.
You did. Yeah.
Are you gonna be alright?
I think so. Yeah.
You think so?
Pretty sure.
I know that you don't want to lie to me, but I do appreciate the attempt. Last time that I came with you, it didn't go well because there was a bird, and I didn't like that, and I don't want to do that to you again. Can I do anything?
I don't think it's gonna be like the other times.
Why? Because Ellie... You always dream about Ellie, right?
Usually. But it's a little different. It looked different from the one I had before. So it's slightly different, so I think I'll be alright. But, if you're worried, I don't want you to lose sleep over it.
I won't lose any sleep. I won't.
You sure?
Are you sure that just because this one was different, that it's going to be better?
Trust me.
I trust you. You trust me?
Yeah.
Alright, go to bed.
You too. Actually sleep.
Yes, ma'am.
Shut up.
I throw another feather at her feet.
Throw a ball bearing at him.
I catch it. No, I don't. I can't. I'm not that fast.
Definitely aims it right at his shoulder,
Ow!
Sorry. Good night.
Good night.
Annabelle.
Uh-huh.
As you fall into sleep, and that's an apt description, as if you were falling recklessly, as if you have jumped off the bow of a ship and into water, and you feel that familiar sensation of the water crashing into you. And you're in those dark, still waters. And you know what's there. And you know what's waiting for you. And then it's as if you pass through a film and you are standing in darkness and you feel something scuttle past your leg.
About how big?
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say she's gonna listen closely for any other noises.
You hear a scraping. And then you feel something scuttle past your other leg.
Just gonna kick out at it.
Tell me what you really fear.
What do you want?
I just want to help you.
Bullshit.
You know
You want
I
something for
can.
yourself. You wouldn't be talking to me if you didn't want to get something out of this for you.
Maybe I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what is it? What do you want?
I want you.
Care to elaborate? Because right now that doesn't sound like a very good deal. No matter what you would be giving me.
I could give you your memory. I could give you your sister. I could rewind time and you could be with her and never have lost her.
See, here's the thing though. I don't trust you.
Good. You shouldn't.
So then why should I do anything that you say?
Because eventually you're going to be desperate enough that you will. Because you know deep down in your bones that I can do it. Because you're tempted right now as we're speaking. Because there is a part of you that is just desperate enough to have that time with her, to be able to save her, to keep this from happening.
Stop it. Maybe I am desperate. But I've heard enough about you to know better. At least for now. And that's not an invitation. To keep bothering me.
Very well. Just know that my offer is always on the table. And I don't see you throwing away my calling card anytime soon. Does he know? Does he know that you keep the feather hidden, tucked away? Because somewhere deep down, you know that that is your connection to me and that I am the
She's
one
covering her ears.
who
She's trying to block her out.
bring you back to your sister, who can restore your sister. Because I am the only one who is offering this to you. How many other powerful beings have you encountered? Tasha couldn't even do this. Vafir's not offering this to you. I am. You took that potion. You knew good and well what was going to happen. You want this. But I'll leave you alone. But remember, my offer is on the table. I won't renege it. I won't rescind it.
She's just like shaking her head and covering her ears. She's just like eyes screwed tightly shut, like just trying to lock her out.
And eventually the darkness just takes over. And you continue to sleep through the night. No choking. No drowning. I won't say it's restful, but it's just a blank nothingness of sleep. Sullen, did you raised your hand? Is that a...
I probably would have crept over after she fell asleep and stayed up for like an hour.
You would see that she is tense and like it's almost as if she's just having a bad dream.
I go back to bed.
And with that, you all wake up in the middle of a forest.
No breakfast shots.
With no breakfast shots.
Yum.
And you see, like, you wake up and you are in a heavily wooded area, and there are plenty of like rock formations, but you see maybe about a half a day's journey away from you what looks like a big hole. Like, really big hole. Annabelle, make me a like survival check, but add your proficiency bonus to it.
Okay. Ooh. All right. That's a 22.
You are fairly confident that that giant hole is the keep that you were trying to get to.
That's the cape. Certain of it. That's that's it.
We're even closer than he said we would be. That's...
Hey!
Oh.
Aren't keeps usually above ground?
Oh,
That just in my experience, maybe I don't.
each one is different, right?
Yeah. I suppose it could just be an umbrella term.
Didn't they say that we would need quite a lot of rope at one point?
Yeah, they did.
It's just a very ominous hole in the ground.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess no one said it was going to be a cakewalk.
More
Certainly
of a
not.
cave walk.
Quite the opposite.
Cave walk, wall walk, water walking. I'm playing word association, ignore me.
Well,
May as well
There's
go.
nowhere to go but
Yeah.
down.
Oh, Scotty's gonna look in her bag before they get going.
Scotty, as you look in your
Huh?
bag, you find 1 superior health potion.
Yeah.
It's Wintercrest. Thank you, Vampire. Like kind of stunned. She'll pull it out. Like I think he did more than his word. Holy
Oh,
shit!
a health potion.
It's a health potion.
Huh.
Impressive.
The seal on it is beautiful.
What on it?
The seal, like the top of it. It's a pretty bottle.
It's a bit bigger. I had one like this. We got it all the way back in Brockenstein. It's a superior, so quite a bit stronger than the usual one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That'll be useful.
Yeah. So, hey, you guys a health potion. You got us closer.
We
So-
should thank him after we do this, just to make sure that the thank you is proportionate to the amount of things to how hard it's going to be. Because this it is good, it bodes well, but it also kind of bodes poorly.
We're already doing him a pretty significant favor.
Well, good of him anyway.
So, tuck it away. And do we have our horses?
You do.
Hey.
Well, everyone, are we as ready as we reasonably can be?
Suppose, yeah.
I suppose so.
Onwards.
On we go.
Onward.
Perhaps a quick breakfast and then on we go.
You scrounge together a nice hearty breakfast and begin your half-day journey. That for the most part goes fairly smooth, but once you're about halfway there, everyone make me a perception check.
21.
24.
8.
17.
Scotty's pointing out clouds this year. That one looks like a bunny.
I think it looks more like a hare.
Yeah.
Sullen, you feel the ground feels a little strange. Like you notice that your horse or Bjorn's horse is having a little bit of is acting funny and it's stepping weird.
Does it seem like the ground is really soft?
No, but it's, you ever have, when you take a long road trip and then your hands feel like when you take your hands off the steering wheel, they still
They're
kind of feel like they're vibrating?
Yeah.
It's that.
We both feel that.
I would jab Bjorn in the back and be like, friend, your
Well, because I
horse
had
is
a
kind of-
24.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard the 21.
No, it's okay.
And that was
I was just curious if there was a reason that Sullen would know and
no,
Bjorn wouldn't.
you both picked up on it.
Your horse is just like, this is sus. Pay
the horse
attention.
is
you
like,
two.
oh. Yeah, I think Bjorn would kind of maybe ask the horse to back up, sort of stop and be like, hold on, because that seems bad. And glance at Sullen.
And as you do, what I would like for you all to do is kind of roughly, let me get this set up.
Wink,
It sounds like a map.
walk. I'm seeing the map on the stream. There.
Yeah. Just kind of put yourselves where you think this general area where you are is kind of where you're going, and we'll say that like headed this way where I'm pinging is towards the keep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you like probably came from this area, navigating and then going that way.
It might make sense for us to have been in the front, just if we were like the first ones
Yeah, I
to
was gonna say that too,
encounter
yeah.
something.
I imagine Blaze and Scotty have probably been in the back.
Annabelle close to the front, but middle.
Talk about clouds back here, so.
Yeah, Harriet, Sullen, you might want to be behind
No,
me.
Meep.
Meep.
Meep. Meep.
Meep. All right, I feel good about that.
The little tree ant's dying. Eep.
We're gonna miss him in a second.
Eep.
Okay. Yeah. So as you feel that tremor, suddenly bursting out of the ground comes this huge
Ew.
monster that looks like a blue elongated humongous centipede with these small little legs, hundreds and hundreds of legs, and then it has this trill, much like a those dinosaurs that have the like little fins out from its mouth that go and
That one
spit.
from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it looks almost like this insectoid type dragon looking thing, with these green bug eyes and a little antenna sticking off the top of its head. And it looks out at you all, and I would love for you to roll me some initiative.
Ah!
Yes.
There's no way to
Centipede,
sing an EDM song, but I am thinking about Centipede by Knife Party.
Do a 25 to 20.
25.
Ooh.
Nice. 19 to 15.
18.
18.
19? Oh, jeez.
Okay, so Sheer got a 19. Scotty, your dex is, remind me?
Not that great. +1.
Okay, I'm a +2, so I think
Okay.
then me, then Scotty, then Sullen.
And it was 16 for Sullen?
Mhm.
Look at us rolling all well.
Yeah.
For
Doing
once.
good.
Knock on wood.
All right.
Right.
Bjorn
It's
and
the
Hazel do
berries,
okay?
you know? Yeah.
Or not Bjorn, Blaze.
What was that?
Blaze and Hazel, do they do okay, or are they kind of like, yee?
Oh, God.
All right. Top of the round, Annabelle. This giant,
Excellent.
this
All right.
huge thing
Huge.
just erupted. Huge.
Great. This thing
And
is
the
so
Summer
big.
sequel
I'm
is
so
looking
small.
great.
I'm gonna run up next to it and I'm gonna try to stab it.
All right.
I just kind of try to get it right in the side with my sword. And that's gonna be a natural 20.
Nice.
Hey.
All right, everybody's feeling.
Going spicy from
Come
the
out.
get-go.
Everyone's feeling
Yeah.
good
Love to
today.
see
All right.
it.
All right.
She's got some frustration from last night to work out.
Yeah.
She just really wants to stab something.
Just woke up a
Just a wee
little
bit.
groggy, you know, and was just like, you know what?
Okay. Brant, I really should write down what this is for crits. Okay. It's
Max the dice, then roll the dice, then add your modifier.
Yeah, I just figure out what I'm adding to everything. I need to write this down. Hold on. Okay.
Ah, rogues.
Okay. All right. Because I have sneak attack on this. So. Okay. That's gonna be a grand total of 52.
Ooh.
Holy crap.
Holy
Nice.
Nike.
That might be a record for this show.
It's crispy. Speaking of crispy, as you come up and you stab it, you feel there's a lot of heat coming from this creature.
Oh no.
And you take 10 points of fire damage.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Cool. Tight. I am going to yell first, scream a little bit in pain, and then I'm going to disengage. And then from a distance, try and do my offhand attack to throw a dagger at it.
Okay.
Well, that's got to be a 15 to hit.
It, like, you make contact, but it's, like, natural kind of plated armor. Kind of has that insectoid, exoskeleton that's protecting it. It just doesn't get through.
Okay. Sounds good. That's it for me.
All right, Sheer.
Did we see that Annabelle was like burnt by this thing?
She would have been yelling, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I
Okay.
imagine she's like, it's hot. And then like,
Yep, for sure. Yeah.
Then follow up. Is this like a little like valley that we're in right now?
yeah.
Okay. Is this a raised rock?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is be like, well, I guess fuck him up, Scotty, and clap her on the shoulder and give her some bardic inspiration. And then I'm gonna scramble with the little spider climb up on top of that rock, and I will do yeah, I'm just gonna do a chill touch on the monster. Which will be a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, okay, cool. What's the D8 look like? For 10 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
And then I will just crouch on the rock. That'll be my turn.
Bjorn.
All right, seeing all these shenanigans go down, Bjorn is going to pull out his longbow and use both attacks on our new centipede friend here. So that's going to be a 21 to hit and only a 10 to hit.
The first hits.
All right,
The second does
and bonus action rage. I forgot to say that first.
All right.
And that's going to be a 7 piercing and 9 poison damage.
The poison appears to have no effect.
Cool. And that's going to be it for me.
Scotty.
Seeing Bjorn pull out his longbow, I guess she'll do the same. She'll take a step forward, so she's a target instead of Annabelle, hopefully, and we'll fire off 2 shots.
All right.
Ooh, both really badly miss. Really, she rolled a 3 and a 2, guys.
Rip.
Yeah. I don't think I got any bonus. Sorry. Wrong button. Yep, that's it for now. Just gonna hold her ground there.
All right. Sullen.
Okay, I'm gonna go a little crazy here. Get crazy, get stupid. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at it at 2nd level.
All right.
Which is a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, it's gonna take. I never get to roll d12s. Oh my god. It's gonna take 23 points of lightning damage.
All right.
And that's my whole turn.
All right. On its go. It's going to move up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to I'm gonna
So many tasty targets.
yeah, that's the like I'm gonna
Yeah.
roll a D honestly I'm gonna roll a D4 and
Who's gonna get fucked up?
yeah, 1 is Bjorn, 2 is Sullen, 3 is Annabelle, 4 is Scotty.
Let's go.
Let's do
Murder
it.
time.
And it's going to make a bite attack against Sullen.
All right.
Oh,
Baby
Let's
bird.
rock. Zap.
Oops, that's cocked. All right. That is math. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Oof.
That's a lot of dice.
Yep.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
damage.
back up.
I can't. I'm on a horse.
Bjorn, shove him off the horse.
Like, I feel like his thighs are pretty strong. He can, like, grip the horse and lean back, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna lean back out of this monster centipede range.
All right.
Totally.
Totally gonna be fine.
Yeah.
That was the reach of a monster centipede.
Are this D8s? I'm not in love with this.
They're
The
D10s.
big pincers coming
Oh,
for you.
Oh,
So much worse.
That is only 17 points of piercing damage.
I'm alive.
Ooh, but
And then
Help, you're alive. Help, I'm alive.
10
My heart
points of
is
fire
beating
damage.
Like a hammer.
golly gee whiz.
And you're now grappled.
Oh no.
And until this grapple ends, you are restrained as well.
Okay.
I get burnt too.
So basically, it has just chomped down on you and is not letting go.
Okay.
It has like, Okay.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
keep those guys out. There we go.
Keep them out.
Okay. Blaze is gonna be like, this looks like some shit. And we'll go around. Try to get some flanking.
Hey, Blaze!
Boom. That one's gonna hit. That one's gonna hit. That one is also gonna hit. So math for a grand total of 39 points of piercing damage. But then Blaze takes 30 points of fire damage.
How's Blaze looking?
Blaze is okay.
All right.
Like from across the other side of the centipede, this guy's just like, nice.
And then Hazel will take a cue from Sheer. Will kind of just like hop up on this rock, and then will also cast a chill touch. Which does not hit. Neat. Okay. Top of the round.
Right, Hazel.
Annabelle.
Right, well, I'm here. This thing is here. I'm gonna go for it again. You know, we're gonna go for the same spot I stabbed it last time. And this time, it will be a 13 to hit.
That will not hit.
Yeah. Try for the offhand with the dagger.
All right.
Okay, that's a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Hell yeah. Okay. With the sneak attack. That's gonna be 20 points of damage
All right.
with that dagger. And then I am going to go behind Scotty.
Hey!
You also take 12 points of fire damage.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Bjorn.
I would like to use my action to get Sullen out of this grapple, presumably by pulling him away from it. Is that a strength?
Yes.
Okay. Can I use athletics?
You cannot.
Just strength. Okay.
Just strength.
Let's see. Okay, I got a
What was that, Amber? Were you about
17.
to correct on a roll?
To succeed, unless this is something special, to escape a grapple, you must succeed on a contested athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Oh wait, contested by the creature's strength, whoever's opposing it gets to do athletics or acrobatics. unless it's something
okay.
special.
So yes, you
Okay.
can use athletics.
Magnificent. So dirty
but this
20.
is also not a contested thing. This has a DC set for it, which is why I.
And if it's something special, then you would know better.
Okay.
I don't know the creature.
Yeah, so it's. Well,
Well,
say
it's either
fine.
it's either a 17 or a dirty 20 based on whichever ruling. I don't know.
Both succeed.
So I will just get Sullen to move back a square, and I'll move back like where he is, basically to get him out of its little jaws.
Thanks.
I can't move your token for you, but
That's okay. I wasn't sure if that was a scoot your ass. I've scooted.
I do not have a bonus action, so that's going to be it for me.
You don't have a bonus action?
Barbarians.
Okay, Scotty.
Are you Rajaying?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Frustrated with the bow, Scotty's gonna go in for charge up her hammer and go in for 2 hits. So will a a 18 and a 19.
Both hit.
All right. That is I gotta remember which one of these dice were meant for. Oh
No.
no! It was. It's like I'm out.
That tree.
The tree.
The tree's coming back.
All right, that is 8 lightning and 8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And that was her action bonus action. And she will Sullen's out of he's still shoot. I thought he was at reach. Too late, already did it. Okay. Yep, that's Guy's turn. She's gonna stay
What?
put. Sullen's still in melee range. If he wasn't, she was gonna do something else, but I didn't.
Am I in melee?
Yes.
Because it's in that square? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it's head. I guess the whole creature counts.
Yeah,
as
it's the whole
Yeah,
square.
It's
Yeah.
15 by, or it's 15 by 15.
Yeah, I
All
think
those
Bjorn kind of would have tried to get Sullen behind himself, but we don't need to wreck on it. Like here, maybe.
It's my turn next. I can move.
You'll put yourself there because if you just moved, it would be an opportunity attack. So I'll allow it.
True.
Okay.
Thank
So we
you,
move back one
merciful
square.
DM.
Thank you,
Yeah,
DM.
you go here, Sullen.
Eat.
Yeah.
Eat. My little 18 HP body.
That's Guy's turn.
All right, Sullen, it's your go.
Okay. If I am grappled, does it which
You're
bolt
not
I believe
grappled.
is it?
You're not.
I was. Does it remove my concentration?
Well, you what were you concentrating on?
I had a witch bolt up.
Oh yeah, you would have needed to because you took damage. You need to make a concentration
Right.
check for that,
Okay. I will do that.
which was
I rolled a natural 1.
so your witch bolt is not up.
It's not up, which is totally fine. I will go ahead and cure wounds myself, which is fine. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it, if that's okay. Wait, no, I can't do that.
Why?
Bonus action economy.
Mm.
I am so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just kidding. I'm gonna pull up my spiritual weapon and I'm gonna bonk it.
1 second. Sorry.
Sure, you're
just-
fine.
Scotty, it was 16, which I believe you have armor that is resistant to fire, so that's reduced to 8.
Yay!
Sorry. Spiritual weapon blocking.
That's okay. I am spiritual weapon at 2nd level. Yeah, let's do 2nd level. And it is a natural 19 to hit plus 7.
That hits.
Okay. So it's gonna take 7 points of damage there. Thank you for moving my little dude. And then I am gonna Eldritch Blast it, if that's okay, as my full action. That's a 10 to hit.
That will not hit.
And a 16 to hit.
That will also not hit.
That won't hit. Okay, that's fine. And I'm gonna move back next to. That's sheer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scooting all the way back. I'm getting way out of the dodge.
Standing on a rock.
Okay.
Sheer has the high ground.
I'm like underneath the rock, like,
Eh.
It's gonna take a
Mhm.
bite at Blaze then.
Blaze, buddy!
The baby.
Be nimble!
Yeah, that's what it's gonna do. Oof. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Oh no.
That hits.
Just
The
destroying your own
18.
NPCs.
Ooh, ooh.
Natural 18, so that definitely hits. Oof. Hmm. Hmm. So Blaze takes a whopping 47 points of piercing damage, followed by
buddy.
14 points of fire damage, and goes unconscious in the mouth of this creature.
Ugh.
Um,
In the mouth.
oh no.
Hi, Dusty.
Dusty.
So good.
It's like, I'm out. No, that was an option. No.
And yeah.
The Discord force
Yeah.
reset.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, you guys. My Discord's having a moment.
So, okay. Yeah. Yep. Wait. Okay. Yep. That's fine. Okay. Then Hazel is gonna be like, oh, hang on. Wait a minute.
New plan.
ISO.
She's going to make the creature make a Constitution saving throw that it just got a natural 20 on, so it's only gonna take half of this damage. I'm gonna just Google. All right, so it will take half of half of 38.
Not shabby.
And it is barely hanging on as she calls out to Blaze, and then casts blight on this creature, and necrotic energy just like pulses throughout its body. Then yeah, that is her go. Annabelle, top of the round.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's looking real rough though.
Yeah, I'm gonna dart up to it again, and I'm gonna try to get it. Try to hit this thing. It still has blaze in its mouth, yes?
Correct.
And how high up is that?
We'll say that is an easy 15 to 20 feet in the air.
Got it. All right, cool. Then I'm just gonna try and stab it where I can reach it in that case. Because I cannot reach that. All right. That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Sneak attack. Ah, that's on the floor. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. A total of 23 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I just wanted to fall limp and then like its jaw to also fall open so that Blaze is now free.
Yeah, you stab in. You feel your blade almost like sigh with contentment as it sinks in between the plating of the exoskeleton and dives in to the body. And it just crumples to the ground, and Blaze rolls out of its mouth unconscious.
And Scotty, try and catch Blaze so they don't take fall damage.
Absolutely. I will say that, yeah, just make me an athletics check. And like, don't fuck it up.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. Easy. You catch Blaze.
Spare the dying.
All right. And you spare the dying on Blaze. So Blaze is stabilized.
All right.
Always something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone all right? Well, other than Blaze.
I'm gonna go over and just smack them with a Cure Wounds real fast, just the first level.
Do we hear anything else? Is there anything else moving?
Yeah, that was gonna be my question too.
You hear normal forest noises. All right.
I've been better, but I'll be all right. That thing was.
Yeah, nasty, actually.
Yeah.
Very, very nasty. Do we have like a couple of minutes?
We want to
Maybe just
If we have
a
rest.
Is this like weird ground though? Like it's still weird, spongy, like bog bullshit, right?
It's actually normal forest ground. This is not quite a bog. Most of the tremors, like the sensation, the weirdness in the ground was the thing underneath you burrowing.
Tremors.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tremors. Worm.
Yeah.
Ah,
If we have like 10 minutes, I can use very quickly, I could heal 6 of us.
well, do we want to take a short rest?
I'm all right resting here for an hour if we need to.
We could sit for an hour.
I could do with that. Yeah, that would be helpful.
Keeps an eye range. I just would hate to waste too many resources before we get in there.
Yeah, I think
I'm
take a
alright.
little
I can
time
keep
to
watch while
rest
the
up.
rest of you rest if you need.
Share. What do you think?
I mean, I am personally fine. I do feel like bugs tend to not be alone. Though that is a very large one. I don't know. Whatever y'all are thinking, it's fine.
If we specifically do a look around for evidence of like friends, does this seem like a reasonably safe place to rest, or is it a kind of like, ooh, there might be more?
A little bit out of the nesting area, then rest.
Somebody can make me can make a nature check about the environment. Somebody could also make me a nature check about the creature. Just let me know what you're doing.
I will do the environment.
I'm willing to try, but
I can do both if you'd like me to. I am proficient. Hold on. I got a 17
Can we help? Yeah.
General thing. Can they help me?
Well, 17's good enough for like the general thing. Like if you're poking around, kind of like looking at the path that it came from the ground, it appears like there's only one like tunnel, or like one creature's tunnel as far as you can see down in there. So you're reasonably confident that there's evidence of one.
Okay. Well, how's this? We rest for as long as we can, and if we start to feel tremors, we just get on the horses as fast as possible and we get the fuck out of Dodge.
Fine with me.
Sounds alright.
It's probably good. Blaze, are you alright?
I will be. I'm doing much better.
Blaze. An angel.
Love our Blaze. Scotty, did you have something?
No, Scotty's like just in front of Blaze, like, how many fingers?
Oh. Okay, we short resting.
Yes.
Short
Blaze,
resting.
you'll get knocked on the head an awful lot, don't you?
It's my most endearing feature.
Nothing
I'm
wrong
learning.
with that.
It is my lot in life.
Cher, are you sticking around with the rest of us, or are you kind of poking around?
I feel like I would kind of just like stand on the rock and keep a lookout because I don't really need a rest.
I feel much better.
And Bjorn, are you also kind of wandering around?
Yeah, I'll sort of walk around a little bit. I'm not going too far, but kind of looking around, seeing what's up with this big corpse. You know, vibing.
It is a weird looking blue centipede dragon thing.
He just kind of nudges it with his boot a little bit. I'm not looking for anything specific.
Kind of twitches. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah!
Oh.
Babies.
Yeah, that explodes with baby centipedes. That'd be.
Bursts out of it like.
Shush,
Don't give the DM ideas.
Don't DM laugh.
I never said that. I said nothing.
All right. So you wrap up your short rest. Use whatever hit dice you need to. And then continue on your way. And the rest of the journey is uneventful. Getting you to the key. And you're eventually able to it's a bit of a little bit of a winding path, and then you go up a hill a little bit. And as you're approaching, you look, and like there's evidence of there's evidence of a decaying, falling rock wall that you assumed would have been the gates outside of the keep, but has long since ruined, and that there is a what appears to be a very large sinkhole, if you have familiarity with this. Maybe caused by things that burrow under the ground, destabilizing what was once thought to be a stable structure, and just through time, things burrowing underneath it, causing the foundation to give way, and just because as you look down, what looks like maybe a 200-foot drop, you see a broken, what looks like broken rock and broken, almost can see the hints of, and it's just shapes in the darkness as you're looking down that you can see, like cracked rock and whatnot, because it is daylight, and so there is some light pouring into the this large expansive hole.
Is there anything in the walls that looks like it's leading off of here, or is it just like
And drop.
Yeah, just like to the are there like cave openings in the walls, or like tunneling openings in the walls? Or is it just
Yeah,
straight
like
up?
if you're like walking around, you do see that there are a couple of different paths that are down
Before we get too far, do any of you, if you were to suddenly start falling, have a defense against that?
Trying to catch myself on a ledge.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna get creative.
I mean, that's assuming
That's
there
all
are
done.
ledges.
I can make myself very fast. Or
Well, I can slow down people from falling, but I can't get everyone.
I can Misty Step once a day. That's it.
I also can Misty Step, and I would like to not fall if I can just walk down the wall.
Oh, just in case.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
well, yeah, that's true. Sheer's ability to walk on walls is probably useful, actually, here.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
climbing, it's just a thing that happens.
All right,
You just
well,
walk
yell.
horizontal.
if you need me to do it,
Sure.
though. Okay.
Well,
Just like, oh shit, Scotty, and I'll get you.
Thank you, Scotty.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks.
But if someone starts falling, everyone needs to go. It needs to be a group effort.
so if one person starts falling, 5 other people just jump.
Yeah.
Is-
You
Exactly.
can get all of us.
Perfect.
Well, actually, yeah, as long as I'm not the one falling, I can get all of you guys down, and then I can just do myself later. Although that takes
Well,
2 spells.
if all of
so
us,
perfect.
except for perhaps Sheer, are hooked into the rope in some way, then
Oh,
Oh,
he fell.
You're
Well,
just
in the
in
Discord
the pit.
group,
You're
Feather fall.
He's
If-
already.
if we're all clipped into the rope, then if somebody falls, they'll just be caught by everybody else.
No, definitely. This is just
Yeah.
for precaution's sake. If I
Mhm.
couldn't get everyone,
No.
I want to know at least someone had backup. So,
No, I mean, if we have rope, it's significantly less of an issue because we can just also set it up and climb down, and maybe you go first, or I guess second, Scotty.
All right.
would like a lot of you to make me a perception check.
Oh no.
Don't
Oh
you?
boy.
Oh, natural 20. 24.
Ooh, 17.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
2.
11.
Okay, so I believe that Cher and Annabelle are like kind of like looking over the edge, while the three of you kind of look off, and you see this like shimmer of magic, like a portal opening.
No.
And then stepping out, you see a very large man with long dark hair with a black fur cape that has like a white gray collar to it. He looks at all of you. He's like, "Ah, yes. You've gotten here sooner than anticipated. You. Do I know you from somewhere?" And he points to you, Scotty. "You look familiar. Ah, the sister. Yes."
Well, you just made founding you a whole lot easier.
You think so? You better run. Osmadius is already down there. He should be setting up fairly soon if you want to stop him. Or you could try to come after me. And as he says this, his hands have this green energy emanating from it. And from all around him, you see bony, decaying hands come shooting out of the ground, pulling themselves up as what seems like hundreds of undead. An army of undead coming out of the ground, surrounding him. He points a glowing magical finger to you, Scotty, and says, "Make your choice."
Fucker. How far away is he?
Hit him.
We'll say that he is probably 60 feet from you.
Oh, okay.
Is raising that many creatures like one spell? It's like one really powerful spell.
I would say that it's probably a bit more.
I mean, Bjorn will put his hand on Scotty's shoulder and just say, "We'll come back for him."
Got a crackling bolt in her hand.
And with this, while you were distracted by him, Hazel also was casting something. Oh, Dusty. Hazel was casting something, and you feel the magic as she was stepping forward, and Blaze, hand in hand, you see a magical 1/4 inch thick wall go between her and Blaze together and you, the party. She looks over her shoulder and says, "We will hold them off. You take care of the keep." And that's where we're going to end our episode and go on our hiatus.
Boo! Just like 3 more hours.
Combat.
We're going in the hole.
I'm gonna go in the hole.
We're going in the hole.
I want to hit this guy.
Right? Maybe we just stay up here and fight him. That's the mission. So we don't get shit done, guys. Let's fight
You know when you have like a new puppy and you grab it by a scruff and you like pick it up and you like carry it around. Can we do that with this guy?
I just want to throw the hammer at his face. Come on, a little bit closer.
I'm DMing like, hit him!
Also, welcome to level 8.
Hey!
What up? Now I
All
gotta
the non-multi-classers are gonna get something.
Is that anyone in this party?
I mean, that's everyone but us.
Yeah.
I'm not multi-classed.
You're not
but-
multi-class?
Me neither.
Straight
Yet.
fighter.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Scotty just on top of it.
All right.
All right.
I thought you were multi-classed. I thought you were
Oh, really?
multi-classed. Yeah.
Oh.
It's just you and me.
All right, let's be fools.
All
Oh, boy.
right. Let's go around, do our round of shout outs. Dusty.
Hello, I am Dusty with the Broken Discord today, or short for Elegant Feather Duster. You can find me places like Instagram, where I post cosplay stuff, on Twitter as Elegant Feather, because there's a character limit, where I post whatever, all kinds of stuff, TTRPG stuff, cool art that I think is neat on the internet, and also stuff about my personal Twitch channel, which is Elegant Feather Duster. I'm taking this week off because it's Thanksgiving and because I want to chill out and revive myself from eating a lot of turkey. But I will be back next week with Horizon Zero Dawn. And that's me.
Kai.
Hello, I am Carla Cosplay on the things and stuff. I will eventually post pictures that aren't just of dice. But today is not that day, so
I mean, dice picks are pretty cool.
I mean, it's pretty dice. It's those little shiny things.
What's your new average?
Oh, I mean, this game is
Yeah, a
it's
couple.
gonna be above, it might be above average, but
Hey.
it's really just like 118 trying to pull up the average. I haven't written it down. It's something. It'll be on the internet. Check Twitter.
Vic.
Hey, I'm Vi, or Vic, or Vicious Frockery. I make things and stuff, and I'm going to Holmet soon. I have a bunch of other cosplays that I've worked on this year that I'm doing little retros on Instagram, if you'd like to follow me there, or on the Twitter, or everywhere else on the internet. Yeah, thank you guys so much for following us on socials and like watching us do dice stuff. I run the socials for Gut Punch, and I'm actually really proud of them, and they're doing really well. So thank you for all of your support in my silly little job. That is all.
Nat.
Hello, I'm Natalie, Shield Maiden or Shield Maiden cosplay across all platforms. That's Shield with 2 eyes. You can also find me on Instagram as zelman.arts, and on that Instagram is where you can find updates about my art things, ceramics and other stuff. And I'm working on updates for that soon for the holiday season.
Holiday thing.
Yeah, and also elsewhere, lots of cosplay stuff as I get ready for C2E2.
That dress.
Oh, so good. Beautiful.
Thanks.
Bodani.
Hello, Bedonia, cosplay Bedonia Talik, and I live here, really. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh God, what am I gonna do? But Chicago for C2E2 if you're going. I'll be on the She Prop Tech panel, so come by, and if you want to learn some cosplay techie shit. Otherwise, catch us on Friday for Darkness Rising.
Woo. I am Dr. Psychowl. You can find me everywhere as Dr. Psychowl, except for on Twitter where I'm Dr. Psychowl TV. I'm not bitter about it at all. Thank you all for hanging out. I'm really excited for what's gonna come with this keep. Because I really love building dungeons. This is one of my favorite things to do as a dungeon master. So,
Wow.
so yeah, thank you. Come back, hang out with us on Friday for our Darkness Rising. Yeah.
And like Happy New Year, I guess.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, technically we will be back on the 30th, but
Yeah, but it'll be
for this show, not until January.
it'll be fun.
See you next year. Sorry, everyone. I apologize about myself.
Chav, you don't need to send me the address. I have it in the whispers. I didn't ask for it because I scrolled up and saw it. So we good. I will get it to you soon. Yeah, so I think that's all that I have to say, other than I'm working on some decently okay stuff for C2E2 that I will show pictures of. Plus I have some other things that I have to show some pictures of. But yeah, so thank you for hanging out with us. We're gonna go and raid Fateful Encounters. And then we will see you again on Friday for more D&D shenanigans. So, okay, we love you. Bye-bye.
Hey.